Ben, this is the stream where Ben just like shows you all of the games that he won recently and brags about them. Here we go. Why am I watching the beginning? Let's just watch the last turn. That's all I need to see. Stop! Stop moving! I feel like okay. I'm trying to. Nope. Trying to the text on my screen is a little bit blurred. Yeah, okay. So this is the start. Do you want to see how awesome I am? Like you don't like if you don't care how awesome I am, like I get it. I get it, okay? But just in case you want to see how awesome I am. That's way too big, but that's fine. And it doesn't go away. Okay. Well, that's let's do that. So I call forth and so I call forth to get back to no, just one warrior and one random common, and then I Onyx Tome a blood summon, and now I have a bunch of units in hand, and then I just like kill everything. I actually don't, yeah, and then I kill Maldar, and I also kill my shaman. Um, you're just never safe against this deck, is the thing. Like, I would feel bad, but I don't. And then if we get this kill, we get another dice. We don't get the kill. So we just swing 6 and easy. This was the first time Call Forth came in clutch, and it's pretty convincing. I kind of like Call Forth in this deck. I might take out my Vine Gate for it, which feels like a little bit of a bait, but... Oh, I need to submit that today, because this is the last day to submit for the deck building tournament. You you remember this from an earlier stream? I streamed this game? Sorry. uh, I'm glad. I'm impressed how much you keep up to date. Hey, how's it going? We are doing some game review, hypothetically. Actually, I'm just gonna show off all the cool game. Any other cool games that I win this day? Yeah, I beat. I did a few challenges with like Jexic and level 3 CPU to test out some stuff, and I think I won most of the games. So like my deck build's looking pretty good. Oh, some other stuff I could brag about. I copied Prophet's deck card for card, um, to test it out, and it's pretty. I was pretty confused at first, but like I'm now seeing how it's insane. I'll skip forward a few turns. Can I use this to scroll? It's the scroll wheel on my mouse doesn't work. I can do this. So I'm just like sort of chilling in the back, like what is my goal here? And then now I have Baldo and we're chilling. And then I think okay, this is the first crazy turn. I'll watch this. How to do in League? My last 4 games are currently not being played. Well, I just started the ones with Prophet, and I'm gonna start the ones with Ace Guy later today, I think. So if we win like 3 out of the 4, we probably go to D1. And if we only win like 2 out of the 4, we probably don't. That's where we are. So very much in purgatory right now. But so look at this. We just have a parapet, and then like they have to destroy the parapet, and then like once they destroy the parapet, this might have been the second parapet too. No, they destroy the parapet, and then I can just reclaim it with a scavenger, like, very infinitely. Like, I can do this a lot. This deck is awesome. Like, thank you, Prophet, for showing the way. To do. Okay, so we're gonna watch some of these. Let me. So if anyone's on Discord, you are. Well, I should change the title. If anyone's on Discord, so you are welcome to come and chat with me on voice call. So, just in the Summoner Wars Discord general channel, I'm just sitting there, and you're welcome to. We're just gonna be looking at some games. You're welcome to review. Let's do it. This is from the last base deck tournament. Yeah, sorry, I'm just like clicking away as we're doing this. So this is the last base deck tournament. The one came with Swamp Orcs High Elves release. Getting champ, like I look away and there's a champ. I mean that checks out. That definitely checks out. Um, this is funny. Yeah, you would think this was from the league because of how much we did this matchup. I think we ended up determining that Maldaria struggles with this matchup. Um, Phoenix Elves won the league. Interesting. Yeah, because like I felt like they would be able to have decent defense, but um, it seemed like people were able to get in there, and I don't know. They kind of ripped the Wayfarers units to shreds. Um, like I think I would honestly rather play Phoenix Elves in this matchup, but that I think I won both of mine. The Wayfarers felt a little bit like the Wayfarers I won because I ended up trapping Moldaria. And I was pretty proud of that, but it was like easily could have not happened. I don't know. You're always taking a little bit of risk with the Wayfarers, but by 2 games, so it's still close. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like it was a good matchup if it's that close. That's sort of the ideal. Uh-oh. Yeah, Mal's gonna struggle with that a little bit. I don't see any way that we kill Celeste this turn. Very close. If we could just get down that left side. Um, and yet Mal has. I mean, that was a great turn. And now it seems like Celeste is behind. That's all it takes. Just retreating? Yeah, like how would Celeste get out of this? Like Mal's just slowly gonna chop down other units. Um, I mean, I guess you destroy both waypoints here. There's still potentially some dice on Mal next turn, but it's only like 3. With coordinate, you could get 6 dice on Mal this turn. If Celeste has coordinate. The Celeste rolls seem nuts. I haven't been watching them. What are they? See, they got it. It could be 7 too with one more. Haha! I have called the play. I am genius. Did Celeste do some crazy misses? Come on, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Oh, close. What a tease. We probably lose this game now. Can we summon a beast right there? Yeah, we sure can. I mean... Do we go for Maul? I think the Maul hit is slightly more likely. Easy every time. GG. GG. The Snog review. Yeah, I mean, reviewing this whole pool would take like at least an hour or two, so we got plenty of content. And then there's another pool, and then there's other tournaments. You know, we should really review the deck build tournaments at some point. That'd be fun. I like building the biter behind. This matchup I'm a fan of, and maybe that's because I just like did it once as Krusk and like kind of popped off, and so now I love it. It's funny to bring that rat up. Wow, rat had 14 health in this tournament. That's a little insane. All right, that's unfortunate. Then you equip it. Oh, and then you equip it on the biter. Okay, that's pretty easy. So now there's no. Yeah, I mean you sort of never give carrier targets, and you just sort of like pick away units the whole time. And like Rhett really needs to advance, I think, and that's tough. But I'm watching the High Elves versus Shadow Elves in League, and those are pretty fun. Are there any? Yeah. How are they doing right now? I sort of figured that no one had them even close to complete. Are there any games you'd recommend? Because I would definitely watch it. It's sort of partially to train myself up. Because that matchup seems tough. I mean, like I have like an abstract sense of what I want to do, and that's like as the Shadow Elves disrupt, and as the High Elves play it cool and slow. Oh, is that Rider living another turn? That's unfortunate. Oh no, probably not. Well, 69% chance every time. But just look at this. Like, Rhett has all these units, but we are, like, Rhett just, until Rhett advances, he is going to have nothing to shoot at but gates. And the occasional scavenger. Like, Rhett will have nothing to attack but gates and scavengers. It's neck and neck so far, with Shadow Elves ahead by 1 game. Interesting. How many games are actually completed so far? This is pretty sweet, but like Snog's doing the right thing by just like before you advance, you just sort of chill in the back with carriers and just make each wave of carriers take forever to get through. So like Krusk is spending a bunch of resources to do it. I don't know if I would send the riders out like this, because that's a lot of resources you're spending to just do 3 damage to to Rhett. And I think that's sort of why Snog isn't defending himself from it. I mean, now he is, but because it's just okay. I mean, I said that, and then it clearly worked out because the rider didn't immediately die that turn. Now you're getting like 5 damage out of that rider, 5 dice instead of just 3. So you definitely take that. Gate's going pretty huge. It feels like Brighter should be burning out pretty soon, but does not appear to be happening. Easy 3 out of 3. Damn. God, there's like blood on the end of his like little spike thing. Pretty crazy. 7 to 8. Awesome. Yeah, maybe I'll take a peek at those. God, how many attacks is this rider gonna get? Rip. Did the game break? Did the game break or did they time out? I think they timed out. Yeah. No, well, it was it was cool while it lasted. Um, we'll give it that. Shadow Elves versus Cloaks. That seems tough. Cloaks sort of advancing as you feel like they need to. Shadow Elves. I mean, Shadow Elves are gonna make it tough for Cloaks to get that assassination, but I don't know. Cloaks go kind of wild, so Cloaks are gonna make it tough for the Shadow Elves to be safe as well. I like that gate over in the top left. It feels like it's also like defended from Cloak's nonsense positions. Really hoping to get a kill there. Rip. Rip. Oh, and send it to the side. Interesting. I would have thought to just pick it up, but yeah, I mean, having a blocker to defend your Shadow Mages are good. The Shadow Mages are the only like unit in this deck that I kind of want to protect, that I kind of like want to stop from dying immediately. Am I willing to critique a game? Absolutely. Yeah, send me the link. You wanna, probably the easiest way is to DM me. I can take a look at it after this. We're just chilling. I can't I can't promise any expertise critique, but I will do my best. I feel like one of the goals in this matchup is to confirm Seeker kills for Cloaks. So like if they leave a Seeker to kill it for sure. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting to think about the High Elves similar to, or sorry, the Shadow Elves similar to the High Elves, and like you want to focus fire, because yeah, you don't want to leave anything at low health. A lot of times when I'm playing Shadow Elves, I just leave my Seekers out, honestly. Or sorry, I pick them up immediately. Like I'm not, I don't even, I don't even let them get attacked. But Seeker Health is like, but a lot of times you don't pick up your Shadow Mages because they cost 2, and so if you can keep, like, you never really want your Shadow Mages to be able to be attacked on multiple sides. You always want your opponent to have to work to take down their health because their health is a lot more valuable. I'm impressed that we've been getting. What did Lucian just kill there? Is it worth going back to see? Does anyone? Alright, I'm just gonna go back. Oh, I'm using the wrong mouse. Okay, we're gonna have to go back a ways. I'm sorry. I'm very curious as to what Lucian killed with the boosts. Gunner. Okay, I'll just trust you. A full health gunner. Okay, I mean that's nothing crazy, but we'll take it. Um. Because honestly, I've just started to never play champ as Shadow Elves. Like, honestly, because like Shadow Elves feel like they really can be the ultimate commons deck because your commons never run out. Yeah, yeah, I saw the link. I'll ask you about that game when I start it. Like, what you want me to look at? Out of Shadows. Are we going in? That's an attack. That's an attack. And that's an attack. It feels like Vox is dead. Anyone else getting that vibe? Anyone else like seeing Vox with 4 open spots next to him and being like, that's not ideal. I mean, they could definitely miss, and like, if there's no glinting speed, it hurts a lot more. Like, we definitely want some sort of... If Cylinder can get an attack here, we probably win. If he can't, there's a decent chance we don't win. Hmm. Is this a no? Surely we have glinting speed. Surely we wouldn't have spent one of them. Yeah. Easy. Easy. All right, let me pull up this link. Yeah, thanks for sending a game, Albus. What do you want me to look at this game? You say, because normally I don't. I don't know. Like, so I play Summoner Wars for fun, and so like I'm not. I'll only offer criticism if it's asked. So what? Just general. I take it your fungal dwarf. So just like general, you're curious. Like I'll just mention like, if I see you do anything and I'm like, oh, I probably would have. Unfortunately, I don't have your hand here. But if I see you do anything, I'll mention it. Just general advice of how I could have won. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I can't see your hand here, but I'll do my best. Like I'll point out plays that I would have done. Fungal dwarf. I've played Fungal dwarf so much, and it's still. I still feel like there's like certain lines that I haven't learned and certain matchups that I see like Aaron approach a certain way that I'm like, I never would have thought to do that. So take everything with a massive grain of salt. It's just my opinion, but I'll do my best. And this is, I take it this is League. Yeah, this is tough. Maybe so. I mean, we'll just look at the opening to start. if anything. Okay, so that's where we ended up turn one. The first thing, and a lot of this is just me speaking on instinct. Like and sorry, I don't have my drawing tool right now, so you have to look at my tiny ass mouse. Ugh, that's so annoying. I wonder if I could get my drawing tool up real quick. No, it's just not gonna happen. Yes, this was leak. Okay, so hopefully you can see my mouse. Only I could just, yeah. I need to install one on my PC. But so I probably would have. It's gonna be so bad because like it's just a tiny little mouse that I'm asking you to look at. Um, could I like make my mouse bigger? Is there any is there any feasible thing I could do here? Um, what if I like hold on, we're getting there. This is gonna be quality. Okay, now we're holding a folder. Yeah, okay. We got there. Um, so I mean I would have thought a gate here. I don't necessarily love this gate because I feel like it doesn't leave a lot of spots around Cool Dock, or I'm worried Cool Dock's gonna get trapped. Um, the gate that we ended up doing there. Okay, this gate thing isn't happening. This folder thing isn't happening. Tell me if you can't see my mouse. I'm sorry that I don't have a better system up. Um, I'll probably have that for the future. This gate, yeah, I'm just worried about like it's gonna get occupied. Like, say they occupy the spot, maybe it's fine. Say they occupy this spot, like I'm worried that they're just gonna be able to get in there in cool dock, and I'm not gonna have spots. It feels a lot easier for me if I have the gate like one space to the side here. Then I can summon adjacent to cool dock. So like I have this line in which I can pump carriers outwards. I think this matchup is a really weird one and probably like the hardest, maybe one of the hardest matchups in the game, just because it's like so strange for Cool Dock what you have to do. Because Retalis is better at infecting units, infecting than you are. So like when you infect a unit into a carrier, like sometimes you just Retalis or Cool Dock, when a beast attacks and kills a unit, you just don't want to replace it um, with a carrier, because it's you're kind of just giving them a free undead carrier. Now that's like that's meta as shit, and so like and it's not like a capture all rule, like because sometimes like attacking the unit behind is helpful and whatnot, but um like generally my goal is cool dock in this matchup, as I was sort of taught by like watching Baxter's games and whatnot. It was like to have carriers behind that are soaking up boosts and then send those up once they're beasts as just 5 health units, just to sit in the way of the undead carriers and just chill. And so Cool Dock just wants to chill and not get overrun by undead carriers. And if you do that, by the end game, you'll have monstrosity and you'll probably win. Um, so when I have done anything different, so the only other position you can consider is Cool Dock moves up 2 spaces up to this carrier and puts a gate right over here. I'm still frustrated they don't know my drawing tool. That's fine. And but yeah, cool deck is super exposed at that point. Like that's a gate placement I'll consider against some decks. Yeah, probably not this one. This one I'd probably go right there. And I'm stressing gate placement so much. I feel like that gate placement just totally changes the dynamics of a game. And so that's 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 the first thing I notice. As far as the other moves, if I'm thinking of, yeah, no, I like the other moves here. Like, because obviously the carrier is exposed and whatnot. I don't think I would summon the mage since it's not doing anything. I would rather just build up more magic. If I like put the mage here and had the mage shoot, that would be an option. Oh, yeah, and we could have like summoned the mage here and put the carrier somewhere else. And that would have been fine to have the mage shoot. I don't think I would just summon it right now. I know it's soaking up boosts, but like having magic in reserve is cool duck in the early game to just get your juices flowing feels really good. All right, that's so one gate spot over. That's what I would have done. I can't guarantee it's the best, but it feels like you're sort of choking cool duck out a little bit with that gate spot. I mean, we'll see how it works for you. That'll, I mean, seeing how the rest of the game goes will help. But like, see right now, if this gate was one spot over, you could summon right next to Cool Dock. Now you're sort of forced to send units up this lane, which is difficult. And the gate is just more easily occupied and takes up a spot right next to Cool Dock that could be a unit. And I'm talking it out so much because like I want to make sure I can justify it. I don't want to just speak nonsense and um, I don't know. I want to try to give the reason behind everything. Cool Dock's very exposed there. Like, I think if I could have, yeah. So I don't know what's in your hand. So it might have been totally necessary. If if there was a way to have units on board here, I would have opted for that. Like if, but yeah. So you're a little bit low on magic. How are your discards that turn one? Discarded one. Yeah, I definitely discard heavy in the opening for Cool Dock just to get stuff out there. Yeah, like if you had a beast or just sort of anything to put in front of Cool Dock. I mean, then again, it could get infected. So I mean, probably want it to have more than two health. Yeah, because the Cool Dock's feeling very exposed here. So if there was a play to not do that, I probably would have opted for that. But I definitely understand if there isn't. Because sometimes you just have dead draws here. How you think through your decisions. Perfect. Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna keep talking and just keep, you know, keep in mind that I could be wrong about half of this. But this is just me thinking and talking. And I think I have a video on YouTube actually. This would actually be perfect for you. I have on my YouTube. There's a video where uh Cherez and I review this matchup. The video it'll be under the game review playlist. And it'll be something with Cherez. But it's this matchup, and we review what Vexer did and like what we would have done differently, and that really helped me to just watch Vexer's game. So I'd recommend taking a look at that. Um, Sorry, I fell behind here. Yeah, let's watch. Like this. Yeah, it's a tough role. I mean, and at this point, it feels like you're sort of on the back foot and just like trying to get it. I mean, so the biggest misplay here, I think, was when you rolled one dice instead of two dice. I think you definitely wanted to roll two dice on that archer. Uh, turn two, no carries of beast definitely hurts. Just a shaman and mage out. Yeah, I mean, it's it's tough because like with Cool Dock, you're sort of like trying to build an engine with a bunch of broken pieces. Like you never have what you need in the beginning to build it, but you just like you have to discard kind of rapidly, get some carriers, but oh, now I have a bunch of carriers, but I have no shamans and I don't have any beasts, and now I need to get that. Like so, you're just like you're trying to build up this engine, but like what you're looking for with Cool Dock is to keep this row from being penetrated. And I'm worried that some carriers are going to start coming down this row. Like keep beasts in the front or something, and then have shamans or fungal spore carriers behind that are going to be able to move up to replace the guys when they die in back. And you want to have a lot of units, and so what you're doing here with just trading units, like I can definitely see it being needed to stop the pressure on board. But you have to keep in mind that at some point we got to start setting up some units behind that are soaking up boosts and some units in front to just take the heat. Otherwise, we're just going to be overrun. So that's like our goal in this matchup. And so we're going to have to, even if we have to be on the back foot for a while, we want to do what we can to start setting that up. And sometimes you got to, depending on how far behind you are, you have to do weird plays just to enable that at some point. Is there a way to show you my hand with a different link? There unfortunately isn't. The only the yeah so each game is just randomly assigned a perspective. I mean, you could tell me your hands, but yeah, I think it would just take too long for you to tell me your hand each time. but like, but so I'm just giving comments about like general strategy and whatnot. The only person that could see it is you. I guess something you could do if you wanted to, you could come into the Discord uh channel and share your screen with me. That's that takes a little while, but I'm in the general chat in the Discord channel right now. If you think your computer can do it, which it probably could, you could share your screen, so I could see the hand as well. Um, but because you're the only person that can see the hand, only logged into your account. But I'll just do my best to have like general commentary and stuff here. And yep, they're occupying their gates to force you to engage. And so because they're okay, that's huge. That gate not coming down is huge. That gives us a lot more options next turn. Um, this is gonna be rough. Yeah, so yeah, I take it not the best hand here. So like we have a turn to rest. They're gonna take down our gates next turn. Or it's yeah, it's looking tough. I mean, at this point, I'm already like very worried. Sorry, I don't have time for that right now. Maybe next time. Yeah. Well, maybe yeah. Yeah, I'd love to. I mean, maybe at the end of this, you can like tell me your hands in like the first like one or the first like two turns or something, and we could go over that. But um, because it does seem like the first few turns can really like snowball the rest of the game. Okay, we got release the spores in the back, so this is ideal. I mean, our gates are gonna be destroyed, which really sucks. um, but if you have a gate in hand, it sucks that you didn't have another gate to drop that turn. Maybe all the gates don't get destroyed. This carrier not being within blood bloom range hurts a little bit. I mean, because in essence that turn when it's like we almost have a, if you had a gate in hand, you could have a break to just play a bunch of units and like maybe even take inactivity damage, because like what's the point of just throwing units down these lines where they're just gonna get shot at. But you don't really have a break because they're putting pressure on your gates, which is like real smart of them. That's tough to know to do that. Yep, and no gate. Yeah, at this point, you're in Hail Mary territory. Where you don't have the gate already. I mean, so if you had discarded, I'll see. I'll look at how many cards you discarded after the game. But maybe heavier discards would have helped you get to what you needed. We'll see. Well, let's look at that previous turn even. Do do do. Um. No. I want to see your turn. Okay, no, you did discard. You discarded down to one card. So yeah, so you're drawing four, so you maximized your potential of drawing that gate. That's what I'm looking for. I don't know what that last card is. If it's Monstro or something, I can definitely understand holding it and being like, I just need. I feel like Monstro is maybe the only card I would hold there. Like when I know that my gates are going down next turn, we are in like, if I don't draw a gate, I lose the game next turn. So if I hold a card, it better be like the most important card in my deck, which Monstro would justify. But I don't think any other card would. And Gul'das, they take a turn, yada yada. Okay, yeah. Um, Still no gate. It feels bad. Yeah. Well, let's. If you want, you can. If you want to take a look at your link and tell me your hand in the first turn and the second turn, I can try to. I can try to think of that too. Yeah, yeah. Normally I have a setup where I can draw on the stream, but for this stream in particular, since I was just reviewing games, I don't have that up. But definitely in the, I promise. Usually I can make things more visually interesting. Um, Feels like a lesson in build heavy. Um, yeah, though you did discard pretty heavy on those turns that count. I want to look at those first few turns and see how many cards you held. But yeah, it does seem like just getting more pressure out earlier. Yeah. So let's look at these first turns again. I'll, I'll give the game the grace to finish it. Not sure that FD has auto keep cards, but you got to fish for beasts, I think. Yeah, the card I always hold monstrosity in almost except for against like Wayfarers and Cave Goblins, where we're literally so stacked that we just win. Anyways, so let's see. So at the end of this first turn, how many cards did you hold? You held two. I probably wouldn't have. I don't know what those cards are, but I almost always the first few turns as FD I am discarding heavy because I need more cards in my discard pile. I need more magic, and I just need to have drawn more cards to get to more stuff. No matter what this, I mean, and some people disagree. Like some people like draw two demands and hold them. I think we talked about that in the Summoner Scuffle. I would not like if I drew both demands turn one, I'm discarding them. Now that's sort of me like maybe overcompensating a little bit with like not being like a grandmaster at Fungal Dwarves of just like listen, I'm not going to be able to play this card. It's just bogging me down. I need to get through my deck. Well, maybe like Aaron or someone else will be like, I think I'm going to be able to use this demand in the next two turns. Like if you can see a card that I mean, and this is sort of a general Summoner's tip. Like if you can see that a card in your hand has a use in the foreseeable future, which is either next turn or maybe the turn after, but no later. Like if you can't see that, it should probably go in your discard pile. That's a general thing. There's exceptions. There's massive exceptions, and especially when it's like I need to hold a champ for the late game. I need to hold this event as part of my combo. There's exceptions to that rule, tons of exceptions, but in general, and Cooldock I think follows that rule much more than most factions. We want heavy discards. Um, yeah, Albus, if you're still here and you want to tell me what your hand was this first turn, I can think about exactly what I would have done. But otherwise, um, oh, here we go. I got a message from you. End, end of first. Okay. What about this? Is that this? You say end of first. Was that the start of the first turn? Um, when you say end of first, I'm gonna assume you mean the start of the first turn here. Um, or do you mean that that's the hand that you had at the end of this first turn? If that is, that's great. Tell me the hand you had at the start of the first turn too. Um, and maybe I can like pull up a notes app. Um, no, it's not. It's not going to display this on screen. This is why I need my pen, my drawing pen. Oh, monster as a keeper, food for thought. It definitely is. That's sort of sorry. Start at first. Okay, so start at first turn. We have a mage, carrier, gate, Thune, and demand. Um, and then seeing what you did, you played the mage. So I'm guessing you discarded Thune and held demand and carrier. So even there, I would have discarded both the demand and carrier. Um, that's just what I would have done. Not necessarily the play, but just to get deeper into the deck. Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's I can't give you the most optimal play here, but I think what I would have. There's some funny plays you can consider here. I just want my drawing tool. I know I'm saying this so much. I would have to. It would take like 2 minutes to set up. And I would have to screw the stream over here for a second. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It might be worth it. I want the drawing tool. I want it. I want it bad. Um, okay. You know what? We're waiting 2 minutes for me to set up this drawing tool. Are are we really? Okay, no, we're not. No, we're not. I'm sorry. We're going for it. Okay, so start of and start of the second. Okay, so start of that first turn, I would have you could consider a play where cool dock comes. I need the drawing tool. I need the drawing tool. I'm going insane. I'm this is what slowly descending into madness looks like. Um, okay. You know what? Let's do it. Let's get the drawing tool out. Um, okay, this will be a second. I should have just done this at the start of the game. This will be like 2 minutes for me to set up, hopefully. Um, do 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 do. Unplug that. And unfortunately, people on Discord won't be able to see this. But it'll just be so much easier for me to just talk about what's going on um, than than to just be like pointing at it with my mouse. For me to like actually do a turn. Switching what's capturing what here. All right, got the game up. Awesome. Do 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 do. Okay, hopefully this works. It's gonna be really sad if it doesn't. Come on, capture card. This is not the time to fail. My beloved capture card. Ah, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Here we go. Hey, easy. First try. First try. Didn't even break a sweat that I wasn't gonna be able to pull this up. Didn't even sweat for a second. Um, okay, for real this time. Let's talk about this turn. I'm finally ready. All right, so end of your first turn. Or sorry, so start of first turn. I'll read it again. So we had a mage, a carrier, a gate, Thune, and demand. Um, Oh, it's so beautiful. Okay, so one play I see initially is a mage could go here, a carrier could go here, beast there, cool dock here, and gate here. Um, and then cool dock could attack your own carrier, so the beast could then infect this carrier or has a chance to. So one attack on your own carrier, beast attacks this carrier. If you get it, you get the infect, and then this mage shoots at the archer. If you don't get that, alternatively, you can snip a screenshot and paint over it. Yeah, streaming is hard. So if you don't get the 3-on-3, this misses. So it's like it's sort of a cheeky play. This works really well against like Tundra Orcs. Just to grab that starting spot early, it's super awesome. Against Fallen Kingdom, it's not as good. So I don't actually know if I'd recommend this play because all they need is a carrier and they're gonna reinfect that. Like getting the infect and stealing that spot is not nearly as good against Fallen Kingdom. Um, so I can also see doing exactly what you did, just moving a carrier here, moving the beast here, moving Koldak here. I don't really want to play that mage. I would rather discard it to go to like 5 magic on my next turn. So I'm seeing this hand: mage, carrier, gate, Thune, demand. Honestly, I want to dump it all. Maybe you could consider, and I feel like if I was Vexer would probably place the carrier here. Um, I might discard it just because I want to go mad. Um, but so Vexer might put the carrier here, and that carrier is going to accumulate boosts, so that's why you summon it there. Um, And I think, and yeah, what you're doing here with summoning that, like, that mage isn't really helping you. So I definitely would, given that. So if I did this play, the only thing I would change, what I would do, gate here, I would not play the mage. I would discard it instead, and I would discard the other cards in your hand, the carrier or Thune. You could also consider putting the carrier here, and you could also consider doing something like just putting this carrier like back here and putting a mage here, moving Koldak up, putting a carrier there, or just discarding that carrier and not even attacking your own carrier here, but you have this mage here to shoot this archer and keep it within 2 of Koldak. Because the one problem with the play I took crap, the one problem with the play I just discussed, where or just what you did, except minus the mage and the gate over here, is now this carrier's outside of range of Koldak, and ideally with Koldak you want everything in this 2x2 diamond. um, if you can swing it, you can't always swing it, and sometimes there's justifications. And this carrier getting a kill over there is sort of a justification. But the one thing the mage can do for you is now let you have everything within 2 spots of Koldak. So instead, if you put the mage here and put the gate here, and you just like sent this carrier over here or something, and maybe you play the other carrier, now suddenly all your units are within this box. All your units are within 2 of Koldak, which is great. Um, and your gate can't be easily occupied over here. You have more units just in the front sitting there. So I think that's sort of what I would have done. Let me know if you have any questions about that. And we'll do start of second as well. I think, yeah, these first 2 turns are the most impactful. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions about that. I feel like that sort of like epitomizes the general feedback I was giving. Start of second is Shaman, Stim Shrooms, Gate, Thune, Demand. So you're still. Oh, you held Thune. So you discarded the carrier. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, no, I definitely am a fan of discarding the carrier just because sometimes, like, I hold the carrier because I'm like, oh, I'm going to be able to play this next turn and turn it into a beast. And then it's like, crap, if I had a carrier, I could have gotten an infect. Yeah, so discarding carrier is good. I definitely would have discarded Thune. Early Thune is not really played in most matchups. I think this is one of the few matchups that he can be played. But. Uh, and if you really wanted to rush Thune, like hold Thune, discard everything else, that's maybe a line. But the only way you're getting Thune out is if you discard really, really heavy. Right, want to discard carrier for potential infect, exactly. Demand, yeah, I can't. So some players that are better than me hold demand in situations I wouldn't. I would have just ditched it because I want to burn, I want to get up there. But if you feel like you're gonna be able to use it in the next few turns, that's fine. Definitely would have discarded demand. Okay, we're actually talking about the second turn. Let's see what you did here. Um, did you? Okay, yeah, you. Oh, yeah. So you got to use you got to, yeah. This is a tough turn, and it would be like a slightly different setup. Like hopefully with like having some more carriers alive with a slightly different first turn. Yeah, because I see what's tough here. So you have you have a shaman, stim shrooms, gate, thune, demand. So you don't really have any units to play. So like you're already kind of behind. If you had discarded thune and demand, you might have drawn more carriers, more beasts. And if you hadn't played this mage or just discarded heavier, you'd be able to play a beast. So I'd say at this point, like you're, um, it's already a little bit tough for you. I think, yeah, it's tough. In a situation like this, I honestly might back off or like something really weird. Like I might, I don't know. I mean, I do like the demand to kill some stuff. Like where did Cooldock end? So if against Ret Talus, I do not want Cooldock within range of a gate. You could just be dead here. It'd be pretty unlikely, but Cooldock could easily be taking 7 or 8 dice to the face here, just with Purge and Undead Warriors and stuff like that. So what I'd probably, if you're going for this demand play to wipe the board, which I don't have a problem with, I would move Cooldock back. And moving Cooldock back feels kind of bad because you got to move him up later on. But and if the gate was here instead, I would move him back here. Like just move him back behind something so he's not going to take a bunch of damage next turn. I don't mind wiping the board. Putting the shaman there to kill a few things. Something else you could consider would be like putting a shaman here and just shooting down that row. Now that's a little bit, I'm unsure about that, because if they have another carrier, they can just infect that shaman. That's kind of bad for you. So, but if you had the gate over here, like that's you punish that pretty well. So even so, sorry, the play I'm talking about is carry cool dock goes here, so cool dock is here, shaman is here, shaman shoots that carrier, and I don't know, like I guess this mage would shoot that warrior. Now what I'm so that's a potential line. What I'm worried about is a carrier comes up and infects our guy. I'm thinking if we had our gate here, this would be pretty easy for us to punish. Like Kulak can just one shot that carrier, and then we could probably like play a beast out of hand to infect this other carrier or something. So I think I'd probably be a fan of this play, but I think at this point you're behind. You have cards in your hand that are bogging you down. You want to change and regroup. Um, is the biggest thing. Um, I would stop throwing units at the board. I would try to maybe move back, get some of my own units down behind, and then try to get out with a new board presence, or just discard heavy so you have beasts and carriers. Now I think they punish very well here because then they end up like they end up fully occupying your gate and um very quickly making it so you can't just chill behind this gate, because I would sort of like to just like build up some units behind this gate and then come back around at some point, but not, yeah, we're not gonna have the luxury to do that, because they're actually putting pressure on the gate itself. uh he was a good player for sure. Okay, I could, let me just see if I have anything to say about the third turn. Start of third. Monstro, Shaman, Beast, Thune. Yeah, so, and with holding Thune, yeah, I don't think, I think like even something like small like that, like just discarding Thune that first turn, that's huge. That's one extra card you've drawn over each turn so far. It's been three extra cards you've drawn. Um, the demand you did play the next turn, so I don't know if I can really like you used it, so I don't know if I can criticize you too much for that. But definitely just like wiping your hand clean that first turn and that second turn to just draw through your deck helps a lot. Beast, and you have three magic. Let's see what you did here. Yeah, I would have. I was thinking a similar thing. Just get the beast to infect the archer. That miss was terrible for you for sure. I mean, the thing about infecting the archer is it sucks a little bit because they're gonna infect you with a carrier. Was hanging on because he's a champ. Um, yeah, for sure. I mean, in general, and so is that something you'll do in general, like with other decks when you draw a champ turn one? I think that can, I guess, a piece of general advice then is just like most decks, the first champ you draw, you can discard. Especially like a general rule for me is if I draw a champ turn one, it's gone. Like, because that champ is not coming down for so many turns, and uh, for almost every given game, you're playing like one or two champions. So losing one of your champs to the discard pile is not a big deal because you're not going to play all three anyway. So you can sort of think about it as like you're going to have to discard these champions anyway. You're going to have to discard at least one or two. So why not do it at the start to help build magic for tempo? Um, that'll just help you out. For cool, and then it's like it's the answer changes a little bit based on the deck and based on the champ in hand. Like obviously you're not holding Midi Mumway because he's unplayable. Um, and but you might hold like Shonk as Grognak if you build up to like six magic or something because you can play him next turn. So if you I mean it sort of follows that general rule we talked about before, which is like if you can see yourself playing this card the next turn or even the turn after, if it's still gonna be like impactful, then hold it. Otherwise it's good to discard. Makes sense. It's taking up a card that slows down tempo. Yeah, for sure. And especially Thune in general just isn't really that good for Cool Duck's game plan. So that's like the thing for champs in general, but also just focused on Thune. I don't think he's like the role he I don't think he plays an essential role in Cool Duck's deck. Um, he kind of exists uh just to be a big body that like maybe you draw in the late game so you could spend some like extra magic on him, but your goal is Cool Dock, and I don't know, like you sort of just need to mess around a lot with Cool Dock to like get a feel for like how to build up the engine because it's a very weird instinct to grow, and it's not like I could, yeah, it's not just like this is what cool doc does, go do it. Like you just it's really weird. So you gotta just play around with it a lot. But I mean, you're trying to build this like crazy engine. You're trying to have lots of units everywhere soaking up boosts. And so you want to be spending your magic on commons, not really on Thune. Yeah, it's my lack of experience. Like totally. I mean, cool doc is weird. And like I do not fault you for that. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything I'd have to say. Uh, this was fun. It was fun to chat about this. I mean, this is like exactly what I want to be doing for game review. Is chatting, and again, like take everything I say with a grain of salt. Uh, but yeah, like just to look at a game and think about what we would have done differently. And try to learn from it. That's like that's what game review is all about. Um, wish I could have joined Discord, but we're about to eat. No, 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 totally get it. I'm glad you could send me the hands. Do. Awesome. Well, I think I will set up some more games. Yeah. If you have any last questions, let me know. We'll see what else. I'm gonna have to change back to the other. I'm gonna have to change my setup again. I guess we'll just watch more of these. Here, let's see. Um, Agrada was talking about some of these games. What's been completed so far? I'm good, thanks. Gonna have to log. Yeah, I'll see you later. Thanks for stopping by. It's fun chatting. Who? Okay, is there a way to see like who's actually played these games? Dude, someone has a video about this matchup. That's crazy. That's insane. Gotta go watch that. Um, is Hergrada, is there a way where I can see like which matchups have been like who has actually played these games? I take it no games have been done in Div 1. Div 2 has done a couple. Like yeah, I'd watch one or two of these. I do need to change this. Is there any way to see who's played these? I guess not. I mean, we can probably find them. Uh, Bradolf, you done it? Who's taking these turns? Come on. Okay. Oh, Aaron has. Yay. Okay, we can watch Aaron. Just go to the divs. Yeah, okay. So Aaron's done it. Aaron, Noah, oh, and Bazo. Okay, awesome. Yeah, let's watch some of these. These sound fun. Okay, I'm gonna change my capture cards setup. Um, and I'm doing this just so that people you guys can look at this. First one had a good one too. Okay, yeah, maybe we'll watch that too. I'm doing this. I have to do something weird so I can stream both to Twitch and to Discord. No one's hopped on the Discord yet. Maybe we'll get some takers later. We ended up having some fun with it last time. Hoping we'll get some people. Um, yeah, I gotta do something. I just have to have a little bit of a different setup to do stream to both places at once. And it's very jank, and I need a different setup. And, yeah, and part of the reason for it is like I want to be looking at a smaller. So I have a big monitor and I have a laptop, and I don't want to just stare at the big monitor like 2 inches from my face because last time I did that for like 3 hours straight, it kind of hurt my eyes. And so I'm trying to. So I'm project now. The solution I have now is I'm projecting uh my PC into my Mac's screen. So I'm on my PC, but I'm looking at my Mac screen. But that's not really working either. So essentially, we have no idea what we're doing. But this weird workaround for some reason lets us stream to both Discord and OBS. So like cool, I guess. Okay, hopefully screen cap. Oh, we need to get this game over here though. Screen cap. Yay! Here we go. All right, let's look at it. Let's go. um, and oh, I should start stream. Well, let's just get the game up. Um, what did I say? I said we are gonna start with Aaron, didn't I? No, has Aaron? Aaron hasn't played his games. Wait, what's happening here? No, he must have. That must be a glitch. Um, yeah. Oh, it's Aaron versus Purse Warden. Awesome. Okay, this is Aaron's High Elves. Red Elf has some games completed. Okay, interesting. Um, do spoilers. I didn't see it. Did you guys see it? You didn't see anything, did you? Do. And I need to get the audio working again. Awesome. Yeah, so what to do as high elves is interesting. Like, I think the big question I have is how quickly do I need to advance? Set something else up. Because it feels like it needs to be kind of quick, because otherwise the Shadow Elves are kind of going to claim the midfield and screw me, so feels like we're just going to have a midfield tussle for a while here. And that'll be that. Yep, Shadow Elves wiping the board. I mean, it's a very weird Shadow Elves thing to do, to like be competing so hard for the midfield. But that's what we gotta do, seems like. Sort of a surprisingly passive turn from Valeria. I mean, I guess it's just like my board was wiped. I need to reset right now. Law of Liberty doesn't feel good either. But I mean, we only lost a 3 health unit. Arbiters of Peace are kind of nutso. I think that's the life lesson. Arbiters of Peace are insane. Yeah, we'll have to see if we get in there. I'm not sure if I would have damaged those mages. I don't think attacking that gate. I'm in like criticism mode now. I don't think attacking that gate is worth it. I mean, maybe it is for Shadow Pulse, and then you pull your mages. So you just spent four magic on that. I don't think that's worth it. I think I would have. I might have held a mage here and like just damaged my own gate with it or something, and then kept them both at 4 health. Or not played them. Because you just wasted so much magic. And the attack, like just to get an attack on that gate. Like if it was a Sage Ranger, that's totally fine. But like you can't really just be bouncing mages willy nilly. You miss out on a ton of value. Aaron is playing this game so passively. It's pretty weird. Huh, we trying to get glinting speed kill? I mean, I respect the hustle. Glinting speed? I mean, this feels pretty good. Valeria's gonna struggle here. I mean, this is interesting to like be like, maybe Valeria doesn't need to claim the mid board immediately. Because I would be afraid and I would go in very quickly. Yeah, it'd be like that. Thankfully, Aaron got super lucky. It has gates. That's an interesting gate. I definitely wouldn't have thought to do that. Yeah, it's literally occupied, and like it limits Valeria's movement. So there's multiple reasons I would have not thought to do that. But, and yet here we are. And I'm sure Aaron is better with these guys than I am, so that's a skill issue. Alright, I'm sorry. We did get spoiled. Aaron wins this? How? That's... There's no justice in the world. Law of Sanctity is pretty good here. I know, right? This doesn't feel like how Valeria normally can do it. But I mean, Aaron just quickly identified, crap, I'm behind. I need to chill for a bit here. So that's a good time to waste your bad luck. Interesting. I might have, as Shadow Elves, not committed to this board. Like, Valeria is being a dick and refusing to commit anything. And so, like, just don't commit yourself. I mean, I guess if you're picking up that secret, that's fine. But that mage is just gonna die. That's a ton of value you lost. Like, maybe you just have Cylinder attack Valeria and that's it. I mean, I see this. I see going for the gates, but, like, you've given Valeria a bit of an econ upper hand at this point. Sanctity is still up. Trying to destroy the gate, but we still have one gate in back. That's our last gate though. If Shadow Elves can break that gate, they do win. Maybe that's what Perseverance going for? Yeah, all it takes is breaking that gate and that's game. Wow. What a crazy turtle game. We're breaking the gate now, right? How do we lose after breaking that gate? That's what I'm not... Now, does Valeria assassinate? Because, I mean, I've been criticizing Purse Warden, but his strategy has been excellent. Like, Aaron's can play one more priest and that's it. So the only game open to him is assassination, but I guess the problem is Cylinder is low on value too. This is a wild game. Thanks for recommending this. What the hell? What the hell? Just get Cylinder out of there. Just get him out of there. He's gonna die. Are we going for the kill? Sanctity's up. No, we're glinting to safety. Yeah, no, I'm a huge fan. Huge fan of this play. Though it's not really safety, because you're still up against three dice. Would there have been any way, like, and just not get that attack and just have had Cylinder be behind a gate this next turn? I think that's what I would have opted for, but I guess maybe at this point it's kind of over. Oh, loyalty makes that 3. Damn. That's rough. Larry's at 3. Do we have a Seeker? Oh, we push it. Ah! Larry's got tricks. Damn. What a game. What a game. Alright, let's see. Let's see Aaron do the Shadow Elves. See how he does. See how you like it, Aaron. See how you like the flip side. Not getting spoiled at all. I need to start changing the game links before. Yeah, I just click on the league link to see all the games played by its members. Div 2. Wait, you just click on the league link to see all the games played by its member. Yeah. But like, you can't. There's no way to see what games have been completed, right? Like, should close these other tabs here. There's no way to see that like oh, Aaron's like there's been 9 games completed and here's who they're by. You just have to find them based on who has the high numbers, which is pretty easy to do, so it's fine. Persuaded, I love that. That's aggressive. You have the gate immediately. I adore that setup. I love that setup. And yeah, so we focus the gate a little bit. No, we focus the arbiter piece. I mean, so Aaron employing the focus down the enemy unit strategy. That was an insane first turn. I'm sorry, I need to watch that first turn again. This is something to emulate. This seems like game winning. How did we do this? We push that out of the way, or we get in there? That's insane. Like you have claimed the midfield in a turn. In a turn, you have claimed the midfield. That is bonkers. that is. I feel like that is exactly what you want to be doing in this matchup. Let me skip back to where we were. Are we here? Sure. Because now we have a forward gate. Like now we are in. Like we want to be in the Shadow Elves' face with big units that they're never gonna kill. That is the goal here, and this goal is being achieved. And we get the 2-on-2. That's just extra fun. Oh, and we get to kill the knight because we got that 2-on-2. If we get another 2-on-2, wow, okay, that's lucky. That knight by rights should have lived, but it doesn't make a huge difference. But that knight should have lived. Val being able to push commons around twice per turn is good. It sure is. That's kind of the name of the game for Val. Maybe like one of the most insane summoner abilities. Okay, that is what we needed there. Nice. Perfect. 5 to the dome, 4 to the dome. That's what we want to see. Take down that gate. Alright, Val's pressure is now a bit more worrisome. If Aaron picked up that mage, I was gonna scream at him. Get that out of the way. That Arbiter of War is interesting. Like, we're just We're just getting in there. Oh, we have Sanctity up, so Valeria's safe. Yes, I mean Sanctity. That's interesting because you'd think Sanctity's tough in this matchup with Cylinder at 5, but it's been doing them. It's been doing some real good work. Yep, and just ignoring Valeria. And we're gonna pull our Seeker back, so Valeria has nothing to shoot at. Seems very strong. And Valeria is going to take this opportunity to occupy that forward gate spot again. Try to do some damage to it. I mean, damage on that gate is definitely real in Shadow Elves. It definitely helps out. Good stuff. Checking your own gate here. Why? I'm sorry. Just to deny the magic from killing it? I don't know why you attack your own gate there. Seemed like a cheeky sort of play. Because Cylinder wasn't even in range of it. You're not even getting a boost from that. I'm sure if I went back I could see the reasoning more, but I'll just accept that Aaron's being a cheeky little boy. Lucian coming down. Interesting. I wonder if this is a Lucian matchup, because Lucian can really help out by just bypassing tough. That is something I'll think about. I might try to build heavy to play Lucian in my league games. It's interesting. Interesting thinking. Shadow Pulse is nuts out here. Holy crap. That was amazing. Alright, Shadow Pulse might also be an MVP. Just anything to get through tough, you know? Shoot our gate a little bit, and NBD, etc. Now that gate can die. Wonder if Valeria's gonna take it down. I could see it. Like, did you really want that? If Valeria misses, it's insane, because now we get to Into Darkness it back to full health. But now it's in the pile, and we don't have a tome to get it back. Uh-oh. But now we get a free hit on Valeria, but it's only Sanctity, so I don't know. I mean, normally when you destroy an enemy gate, it's kind of bad because they get a first counter attack on you, but because Valeria had Sanctity up, they sort of accounted for that. Priest go big. The Blige is so insane. Just gate destruction run here. Gate destruction on your own gates. I mean, gate destruction, like, classically just does not work against Cylinder, though. Because you can reclaim them, you can Into Darkness them. If this is, like, 2 crazy gate destruction games, though, that's gonna be insane. The gate's almost down. Aaron, what are you doing? Why aren't you, like, Into Darknessing your own gate here to replace it? Like, do you have a plan? Do you have a plan for your gates? You discarded 1 card, Aaron. Aaron, you need a gate. What's going on here? What's... I want to press the pause button. Pause. Okay, we have both tomes and a gate. We need to draw those. Or Into Darkness that gate to replace it. And we could have gotten a Lucian attack by doing that. Oh, but Aaron's saving Shadow Knights, I guess? I guess he's thinking he's... Like, for some reason, Aaron's thinking he's fine. And I'll trust him, I guess. 2 games back to back. What are you doing? I mean that's the best game. That's why we're doing this, I guess. Yeah, there must have been the previous attack did no damage there. Shadow Knight popping off. Seems good. I mean, so yeah, I mean Aaron had the Shadow Knights to respond to this. Do we just one-shot that? Why did we do 4 damage instead of 3? I'm sorry? Wait. Aaron. Aaron? Aaron? Aaron. Am I going insane? Tough does not apply to Dan. Aaron. Why did you do 4? Why didn't you do 3? You can take that back, too. I'm not like... This is only for attacks. Um, Aaron. Aaron, what's going on? What are you doing? It's not. There's nothing. It's 3 guaranteed damage, and you can take it back. There's nothing. You may remove any boost to add equal amount of damage. It's just 3 guaranteed damage, and if you press 4 on accident, you can press go back a step and make it 3. Um, I'm calling it, Aaron. I'm pulling the "What are you doing" card. we need we need the "What are you doing" button. If there is a reason, I will like eat my socks. Like if if I'm wrong about this and there was a reason to go for 4 damage instead of 3 damage there, like I will do what I will do whatever you want me to do. I will climb out of my window and scream from the roof or something. Like it could also just be like a misclick or a visual thing or something. Like it'd be really funny to like like I'm imagining a world where like I publish like a 20-minute video like about like why did Orange Laz do this? He attacked his own summoner in this play, but why was it secretly the best thing to do? And then like just like Orange Laz comments like yeah I misclicked and like I have this 20-minute video about like the super big 5D chess. Taking a turn at lunch may be a contributing factor. It sure might be. But no, but like you'd see it's like, oh, that was 4 damage. I didn't need to do that. But like, yeah, you'd have to just not be looking at it or something. And I have made stupid mistakes. Like I am not above this. I do not claim to be. So we got the 10 health gate back for all the good it's doing us. Because Valeria's gonna attack her own gate or her own priest and just push the priest up. Yeah, Hyle's locking down the midfield can be lethal. This is pretty awesome. Yeah. Attacking priest seems good. Didn't even damage it. But now Cylinder's doing pretty good here. Into darkness, what, the enemy gate? Valeria's just gonna replace it though. What's the point of that? I don't understand that into darkness of the enemy gate. I mean, you can't summon units this turn, I guess, but like it doesn't feel like it actually shuts down Valeria's pressure that much at all. Whoa. Another game of they won this. No way. Sorry, I looked away from the screen for a second. No way Aaron wins this. No way Aaron wins this. I don't recall. I thought yeah. No way Aaron wins this. That's my official take. My official take is no way. Absolutely no way. It's coming down to the end here, though. Every last card matters. And it's over. So they lost. There we go. There is justice in the world. um, good stuff. Who else has done it? Bazo. You said Bradolf had done one of them? Or like he's just sort of started his games? Nope. He's not. God, anyone else just have Massimo like constantly like be late on posting their links? Like Massimo, if Massimo only messages me like once during the entire season that I've been late in posting a link, click on League 2.1. Yo. Yo. Wait. Yo. I see. But is this just showing me League 2.1? Yo. Okay, lit. So now I can see this. But is there a way I could make it do like all League 2s? Okay, so Psych and Passive Assassin have done it. And okay. Well, let's watch the Bazo formidable game. This is good. This is good training. You guys didn't see anything. Forget. Wipe your memory. Under division. Ben 10 guy hasn't even started yet. Yeah, what a loser. What a loser. I've chatted with my opponent. I think we're starting today. They said they're because they wanted to start like Thursday, and I was like, bro, let's start on the weekend. And they're like, well, I can't start till Sunday then. And so that's what's happening. I want to play more Swamp Orcs. I definitely, we might become a Crimson Order only streamer. Like we might get. I want to queue like 20 games of maybe we'll do less like I don't know. Maybe we'll do some more just like rank turn streams next week. Maybe should I do that? Should I queue like a bunch of games as Crimson Order on Monday, and then I'll save like the like guest streams until later in the week or something. I usually coordinate the guest streams on Sunday. Hey, if anyone wants to play some games this week, send me a message. Cause it's Sunday when I just message all the people that have come on in the past and be like, you wanna do this again? It was fun. Like last week we had a schedule and everything. I'll try to post it on Twitch too, for people that don't look at the Discord. But I had the whole week planned out for last week. It's great. Yeah, I mean it seems like Valeria, so like if the Shadow Elves just sort of sit back, it seems like Valeria can build up too. See, it's tough to just like talk about these really complicated matchups with factions that I feel like I just fundamentally don't have the games under my belt to really say it. Like I was hit like for Cool Duck, I think I do like enough to like give good advice, but like man, I just haven't played enough High Elves. And I sort of played enough my Shadow Elves are probably as competent as my Fungal Dwarves. That is to say, like I know the ropes, but like I'm not a grandmaster and whatnot. Like I still feel like there's a lot I have to learn, but I've at least played them a fair bit. That's pretty nuts. Wow. Wow. I feel like I honestly might have just picked, since we already have 6 boost, I might have just picked up that guy and discarded him instead of killing him. Okay, that was awesome. The double shadow pulse is like you dream about that. Heal, no big deal. Onyx Toma Shadow Pulse. Yes. I'm surprised that you don't have um, that mage kill the justice after the seeker attacks. Assassinating Cassia here is insane. This seems like a really good play. Um, I am a fan of this. The only thing I prefer is have that seeker get pushed in front of cylinder and have the mage finish off the justice. I would have much prefer to do that. Ouch. Oh, did Cassia live? I looked away. No. Oh no. No, that's evil. Did we do 1 damage on the 5? Oh, what a miss. That's insane. That is insane. I love the shadow pulses. Like, okay, this one I'm not a fan of because you're doing 1 damage to Valeria. Like, there's no way that's worth. But hypothetically, I love it. Are we going for a kill here? We have 8. I think we're gonna lose. I think this is a fancy way of conceding. I mean, Valeria's got to have the dice right now. If there's ever been a time where she's needed to pop the heck off, it is right now. But that is 10 dice. Pulse heavy game. Yeah, there were 4 pulses. That is like at least a few. GG. GG. Okay, I feel like I like this setup. I feel like it's easier for me to just look at oh my god, I have to like squint to see the search bar right here. I guess you guys can't see it at all. Oh well. And it's cut off a little bit. Oh yeah, lol, the screen's cut off. Okay, maybe. Oh, sorry, I'm not gonna fix that. It's fine. We saw Aaron. We saw. Sorry, did we watch Bazo's game? We did. That was Bazo versus Search. Maybe we'll watch like one more here. Is there any if we were just to do one more game, what would you recommend, Grata? Just to watch one more? Surely I can. Let's see if I can fix this a little bit. How does it look for Summoner Wars? Is it cut off? I see. Oh, because there's like black space. I see why we don't do it. Okay, whatever, it's fine. What? No, stop. To do. Okay. Oh, I'm not familiar enough with the names here. No worries. I mean, it doesn't seem like there's really anyone. I guess the only other game it looks like we have is Noah and Naberg. Let's take a peek. Let's take a peek. All right. Let's watch one right here. Don't look. Avert your eyes. Pretty good start. Not as crazy as the start that we. Oh, I guess Valeria was going second there. Um, that start that First Warden had. It's funny. Has every single game been a high elf victory? That's insane. Like if the high elf, like, because Shadow Elves feel like top dogs right now. If the high elves can give this kind of a beating to Shadow Elves, I am terrified. High elves might be like High elves might be S tier. Like I don't know. If we're if we're really spanking Shadow Elves like this, like that is insane. And I mean, I'm really glad to see it. I'm glad to see like I'm glad to see essentially a deck very similar to Sarah perform so well. I'm glad to see like that playstyle, because Sarah's playstyle was done a little bit dirty, where the internal balance of the deck doesn't totally make sense, but it's still very fun. But it's nowhere. I mean, how would Sarah do against Shadow Elves? Maybe she'd be fine. Do. Sorry, 1 second. That's a nice setup. I mean, we have the gate. The Justice, like, Shadow Elves can milk for boosts. Um, it's just funny how much of a threat. Um, was there a wasted speed because of a miss or something? Um, did they play it or pull it? Um, maybe it was just a mistake. I wasn't, sorry, I looked away for a second. Who knows? Who knows? It can be easy to make mistakes like that. I've lost against Prophet in this matchup actually, where I glinting speeded in and then realized that my unit didn't get a boost it was supposed to, and I was just dead. You were there. You saw that game, Hagrada. This is one of the Ben 10 classics. Boy, I need a lunch or something. But I'm definitely not done. Maybe I'll take like a 10-minute break or something after this game. I just need to like eat something, but I don't have anything going on today, so I kind of want to keep going. Nice. Yeah, I mean, at this point, high elves are pretty well set up. It's funny, just because, like, I'm seeing so much good high elves play, and yeah, like, when I play them, I'm very uncomfortable. Like, I am not doing this sort of crap. Top 5 best Ben moments. You gotta, you gotta compile them all. You gotta press that Twitch clip button and then send them to me, and I'll make him a video or something. The clip button's nice, but I've done some videos there, because I can even sometimes if there's a clip, I can just press the clip button, and then it has its own feature of like exporting it to YouTube. So like I don't even need to do editing. But for some of the clips that I have on YouTube, they're like edited. But some of them like are literally just like straight from Twitch. But it's gotta be like, I mean, the problem is like a lot of times because like that's probably a good moment, but it's probably not a good like 15-second clip. It might be though. Well, like or like you'd have to edit it to like get all the different moments into like less than a minute. That might be a good moment though. Might need to go back and find that. And by that I mean I am way too busy like with all the videos that if there's ever like oh I guess they lost. Cool. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention enough. Did I say I was gonna do something? Did I say I was gonna eat? Let's watch another one. We just watched Eternal Council versus Cloaks or Shadows versus Cloaks. Eternal Council games might be broken. Let us check. Oh, I need to. Oh, it is it. Hooray! They're not spoiled. Well, let's spoil it. Is it broken? It's not broken. Avert your eyes. 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 All right, you can look again, dude. Oh, it's against Orange Last. Oh my goodness. All right, let's pull this up. 45-minute YouTube video of all the clips. Let's say, hey, you send me the clips. I'll put them in a video. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I was saying it's tough because like I'll have an idea like, oh, I could like make this video, but like if it's an actual video where I need to like a produced YouTube video where like I come up with clips, I do a voiceover, like that takes so long. Like it's usually and like and I'll do it but it'll just like it just takes a while, and so it goes on the back burner. Well, like making a video that's the easiest video is if it's literally just an unedited Twitch VOD where I just like trimmed it so it starts and stops at a place that makes sense. And then there's some videos where I'll cut it out, but even to like just to cut out segments takes so much more time. Wow, that's a lot of dice on idea to start. To cut out like just to actually like edit the video and add text over it and cut out segments and modify, like now I need to download it to my computer because otherwise there's just a system where Twitch can just upload it directly to YouTube and like doesn't need to be a middleman of download the Twitch file and then upload it itself. But so I need to download it to my computer, I need to actually edit it, and then I need to upload it, and the downloading it and uploading it both are going to take like a matter of hours. And so even just like cutting out a few minutes, like I really like the video we did with Cherez, the first one. I think the thumbnail is like the ultimate issue of skill, and it's just reviewing the Sand Goblins Cloaks matchup, and I feel like that's a great video. Like I was really like just the content itself seemed really like what we're talking about and like thinking about plays, like it was really stretching my brain to like think of all of those plays, and like I felt like I learned a lot about the matchup. But like boy, it took so but then I cut out like the 3 minutes of thinking each time, and I put in a meme each time. Like that video, like I'm happy with that one. I think that's the most amount of time I've put into a video recently. And then there's a few clips. There's like the videos I have. There's like the video showcasing the Conqueso deck, and that took a fair bit of time to compile because like added text over it, had to compile all the clips, had to do a voiceover. But that's like, I think making YouTube shorts are real handy because it's like I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make a video, but it has to be less than 60 seconds, so it just like inherently makes it feel like a much more approachable project. So as much as everyone trashes on YouTube Shorts, but you know, is there a way to win here? No. There is a way to kill Ovi. Yeah, push Ovi into the shaman. Shaman kills Ovi. Deal with this, Grognak. Grog could be dead here. Oh, is Ovi alive? Oh, Grog's aft. Maybe not. It'd be pretty tough, actually. Oh, we have for glory? Oh, Grog is... Come on, kill yourself. Kill yourself. No! God damn it. If it had killed itself, we win the game. Well, actually, no, because the advisor needs to not kill itself for Warren to trigger. Okay, no, this is very... This... We needed... To get the kill there as Edia, we needed a lot of things to go our way that probably were not going to go our way. If Shank goes 5 out of 5, I'm gonna cry. Yeah. Orange Last isn't relying on it. Does the Shaman roll first to make sure the Shaman gets it, and then you probably just reroll anything that you get with Shank here. Like even a 3 you might reroll just to have a shot at winning. What's going on here? Oh, I see. Are we killing Shank? Yeah, we're killing Shank. Are we killing Grognak? What's the plan here? Oh my goodness. That's insane. That's insane. No way. No way. That is awesome. I'm a big fan of that. God, my last game of the weekend is wholly dependent on getting 2 bow shots on a 3 out of 3 on a summoner. Next turn I lose. Full stop. 2 bow I mean 75% chance. Like, yeah, it's you know, like you've done good. Like if you're in a good place. Like I mean, if you think about it, if you play 100 of those games, then you win 75 of them. That's a very good record. So you take it. You take it. Okay, the pang of hunger that I was feeling earlier has sort of gone away, so I'm just gonna keep clicking on games. And now that no, you got this. You got this. I believe. I believe. Easy. Snell versus Jonas. Oh, yeah, it's nice to see Jonas back. I think they took a break for a little while from the league at least. Glad they came back. God, the Sage Ranger's bow is so sexy. I'm a big fan. Yeah, I wonder what this matchup is. Like, I do not know who has the ranged advantage here. It's kind of a toss-up. Oh, I love putting that guy adjacent to the Deceiver. That's huge. Get some damage. I mean, I think I would rather be Shadow Elves here, because Shadow Elves, like, tend to have ranged advantage. Seriously? Seriously? We're attacking our own Sage over that? Like, I guess? I would rather just attack the Deceiver. You could have killed the Deceiver. Oh, the Mage can't attack it. What am I saying? Yeah, no. I see it. I get it now. I understand. Blast cost 0 makes Blast so good. It's crazy. I hate to say it, but I'm a little bit convinced. I'm a little bit convinced that Blast cost 0 is worth it because it's honestly fun. I don't think breakers need a buff, but like, it just makes the card playable. Aren't breakers solely ranged? Isn't that inherent range advantage? I want to say yes. um, like, I guess the question is like, who needs to advance? Who does the matchup favor if both players just sit back and shoot at each other the whole time? Um, and yeah, it's probably breakers. The only reason I wouldn't think breakers would be like like deceivers. You kind of don't want them just like sitting to be shot at. You prefer to have them a little bit more in the thick of things. And cylinder can so easily just shoot you and then pick up your unit so you can't shoot back, or have a seeker attack you and then whatnot, that it feels like Takulu, you might want to get a little bit more aggressive with your deceivers to stop cylinder from just doing a hit and run strategy, which is why I'm like cylinder usually has the range advantage, but um it's it's a toss up. I don't. It's the sort of thing that like in 6 months, hopefully, I'd have like a more deterministic answer. But at this point, I sure don't. Just pushing that mind witch another spot. Oh no! Now we get to kill their sage. Awesome. Good stuff. Easy every time. And easy every time. Pretty good. I might have honestly picked up that sage. Just because it's easy pickings, but I could see either way. The Takubu's had to like Takubu has been playing like I would call this an aggressive sort of game though. Like because we've had so many like at the end of every turn we kind of like we have a mind witch exposed. Like something is exposed. And if you let Cylinder, yeah, then I guess something else I wasn't thinking about. If you let Cylinder just sit back and chill, he just sort of accumulates infinite boosts, and that's a little OP. Like, I don't know. I feel like Takulu maybe wants to put a little bit of pressure on Cylinder because of that, but maybe not. Could be wrong. Yeah, blast. Blast zero cost is quite insane. Easy kill. Every time. I feel like dice have been hitting this game for the most part. And now we have an archer exposed. Like, just the fact that Takulu needs to be exposing her units to play this game is interesting. Like, normally a wind archer, you do not want to expose that, the tourney summon it, if at all possible. I feel like this game is going to Shadow Elf. I mean, Takulu's been playing it as best she could, but we're in a bit of a tough spot here. Seriously. The archer there, huh? Archer just shoots cylinder. I mean, I see it. How many cards does cylinder have? 9? I feel like cylinder wins the late game here, though. One more shot and he's dead, though. That's all it takes. Oh wait, no, we have 10 cards left. Yeah, okay. No, I stand by it. Definitely makes cylinder's game harder. They're afraid. Haven't has Takulu did Takulu discard a blast? Wait, I need to know this. Because we saw 2 blasts in hand. Yeah, they've played both blasts, so I don't know why Cylinder's doing that. Because how's Takulu really gonna get a unit back there? I think he's just scared. Big scared. Yeah, I can see Takulu taking the range, or taking the late game here for sure. We got a gate. Let's see it. Is that like first gate or something? No way. No way, that's first gate. It is. My goodness. That's brutal. What is that Seeker doing? Excuse me? Why is there a Seeker? Why is there a Seeker? What are you playing around? There's no more blast. That mind control gonna drop soon? Discarded. Yeah, I mean, Takulu would have to be playing... Kula herself would have to be a lot further up for mind control to come down. And I think she's trying to go for a late game here. With those champs in hand, like she's got a lot of value in hand if she can swing it. She's just gotta keep the board happy. I guess, so the Seeker... I see, so we played the Seeker just to be a 1-3 in the back. And we didn't use it that turn because it had 3 attack, but we're waiting... Snog was waiting for the next turn to pull it out to get more boosts. That's that's how that's how big brain we are right now. Growlark play, hopefully. Yeah, I mean, it sort of depends. Like, unfortunately, we're in the spot where it's like, ah, how do we get this much magic? But no, we can discard the gates. We're struggling. We're struggling. Just fly over the gates. Ooh, no! Was that a timeout? Oh no. No. That's tragic. That's tragic. I don't think that was a concede. I think that was a timeout. Uh, yeah, I know. I think these players are in opposite parts of the world. That's tragic. Tragic. I'm gonna chalk it up to Growlark. Yeah, no, good. I mean, we have the magic for it. We're very close, so I can see it. Deadwolf versus Breakers. Eternal Counselor. So we've gotten through like one person in this whole league. This whole time. If I wanted to, yeah, okay. Eternal Council versus Savannah Elves. These are some great games. Like, there's just so many. There's so much content. This is why I'm just like thinking of doing this. Is like, there's just so much content to review in Summoner Wars that like I would love to. I love to just have this being a weekly thing. You gotta go to bed in 9 hours? Crap. Come on, you can't, like, bail on me here. Like, we have this thing going. You gotta, like, believe in the heart of the cards and whatnot. You gotta, let's just stay up all night. This is a fun matchup. Does Edia take 3 dice to the face, or 6 dice to the face, or 0 dice to the face? That shall be determined soon. One second. Do. Okay, sorry. I sent a message. I've been looking away to the game, holding on to chance. Makes sense. What is it just sorry, what exactly were they holding? Was it multiple chance of power? Was it a chance of power and entangling it? Because yeah, this does see like when we were talking earlier with Albus, I was chatting about like the rule of like if you're not gonna play the card, discard it. And then like one of the exceptions was unless it's like part of a really important combo, and entangling and power do kind of. No, they had 2 and discarded one of them. A chance of power. Interesting. I mean that tracks. That tracks. It's sort of like if you think you can get one of them to use quickly soon. If you think you can use one of them soon, then you go for it, but... Gatebuster Edia? 2 damage Edia? Wow, that was pretty pitiful. Seems like Water's in a pretty good spot here. Like, Edia is just kinda not doing anything over there. Meanwhile, Water has every unit under the sun for the rest of time, always. Abua took some early damage, but we're still in there. Boom. Wall of Lions holding strong. No way Edia gets through this, because, like, now she's just up against, like, 8 dice. There's just no way. And the gate to be safe, so Watered was at least a little bit scared of something. I don't really know... Was that gate really necessary? I guess a Psychic Assault could have killed the Lioness. Yeah, okay, so that gate's necessary. I see it, I see it. Was that a huge Chant of Power miss? Sorry, did Water not use Chant of Power there? I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry? I guess it's only 3 boosts? I mean, I guess you're saving it for a 5 boost attack because you think you can get that. But you just missed out on 3. Yo, I'll hop in after lunch. Yeah, I think I'll I think my big I think I just need to be done by 5 Eastern. It's 3:30 right now. So I still got some time. Jump on whenever you want. We've been having fun. So we've been doing we've been watching Snog in the recent tournament, and there's so many more games to watch in the tournament. And then we also reviewed High Elves versus Shadow Elves, and I don't think we saw a single Shadow Elves victory out of like 6 games or something. And they were late game victories too. Or I mean, yeah, they all went to the late games too. Like, or these are the earliest games that have come in for the High Elves Shadow Elves match, and they're all like late game High Elves victories, which is very funny. You would think like Shadow Elves would at least take a few in the beginning to glinting speed kills. Yeah. Am I right, Hergrata? There wasn't a single Shadow Elves win. Maybe I guess I didn't watch every single game. But like of the ones we watched. I don't think we watched one. Yeah, that's crazy. Somehow Eternal Council is in. I feel like I would have burned out of resources so long ago here. Okay. Well, this is lethal dice. Oh, Enchant of Power. See? You could have just used it on a previous turn to get 3 more dice on Edia earlier. I mean, I guess the prize factor, but like, it's... We ended up using it for 2 range dice when we could have used it for 3 melee dice, you know? Like... Let's go. It's sad that some of these are timeouts. I can definitely relate to timing out the tournament games. God, I need to submit my custom deck tournament. Shadow Elves are still ahead so far. What? But every game we watched was High Elves. Oh, I guess we only watched Div 2. We only watched Div 2. Let's see. Yes, I guess that's I was in my head I was like there's only 8 games finished. And it's like no. There's more than that. And you're dead. Goodbye. Oh wait, now they're tied 9-9. Damn, getting in there. I love Grognak. I feel like I'm gonna love Sunderved for the same reason I love Grognak. Like, just big units, and I just punch you. Like, you know, it's fun. Easy. Easy infect that fighter. I mean, yeah. They're great. See, Ret Talus is an infect deck that somehow feels fair. Fungal Dwarfs doesn't feel fair. It is fair, but it doesn't feel fair. You know? Crimson Order also feels fair because it's just 4 infects total the entire game. I want to play Crimson Order. It's been so long since I played a Crimson Order game. Alright, I think that settles it. I think tonight we are queuing like 10 Crimson Order games. Stepping away for a few minutes. Alright, I'll catch you later. I think we'll be going for a bit longer here, so hopefully I'll still be going. No, you're good. Oh, yeah. Come on. Are you saying damn it to me queuing Crimson Order games? What were you saying that for? Let's go. Chuck. It's just so satisfying just to play some big guys and to punch them. Like, it's just the lifestyle, honestly. More vamps. I'm sorry, I'm queuing them. There is a tournament starting. The custom decks tournament is starting. So it's a good time actually for me to do some like async streams like I used to do. For the past few weeks we've been doing just like guest streams. But no, so let's do some asyncs. Because we're gonna have all of our custom deck games to play, and we're gonna have um we'll have Crimson Order games to play. I don't know. Maybe the custom deck starts on Tuesday though. Yeah. We go big vamps. I'm thinking we go vamps and we go swamp orcs. I'm feeling the urge to like really focus both of those. Definitely at some point we're gonna go big Vargath. I think I don't want to force it though. I think it's more fun for me to sort of pick one. And I hate to say it, but vamps are the one. I'll be trickling in some Vargath games here and there though, and other people will play Vargath games against me for sure. I think someone commented on YouTube and was like, more Vargath content, please. And I'm like, all right, I'll try my best. Does Summon War online website work well on phones or not really? I use it. I use it on my phone. It sort of depends on the phone. My phone's kind of crappy, and it's well, I mean, my phone's like an iPhone 6, and it still works. I think like if your phone's better, it's kind of seamless. It's a little bit janky. Like it works. I mean, obviously, like you live in fear of misclicks, but honestly, I don't think I've ever misclicked. But that's because I'm kind of very safe on my phone because I know how dangerous it is. Yeah, it works. You get random crashes sometimes where it'll just be like error and you'll have to reload the page. I think that's the biggest janky thing, and sometimes it'll be slow. It really depends on your phone. I mean, I think the app will improve it a lot because it's a little bit jank, but yeah, no, it totally works. I use it. I'm sure we should do a poll on the Discord as to what device people play on, because I'm sure there's a sect of people that only play on their phones. And I've definitely been there. Cool. Maybe do some practice during my travels then. For sure. Queue up some vamps. Yeah, we should. You want to? We could try to do another stream Monday or Tuesday. Though I might do async stream. Maybe like Monday. If you want to get a stream in, like Monday or Tuesday night or something before you leave. But if you're busy too, we can do some more stuff when you get back. Let me know. I'll maybe message you about it later tonight. Seems like Grognak's taking the cake this turn. Unless he dies right now. In which case, we are not taking any cake. Nope, we're chilling. Tuesday will be flying. Maybe Monday. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let me know. Maybe we can chat about it more later tonight. No pressure if you gotta pack and stuff. Cool. Freeze. There is no water in this air. If Rhett comes back, that'll be awesome, because Grog's really like claimed the midfield here, but God, you can still blood summon on a fucking frozen target. Disgusting. You can still purge on a frozen target. Grog is dead. No. No. My boy. No. This is so sad. Goodbye. It was nice knowing you. GG. This match is fun. This seems like the model change really elevated this match from like, huh, this sucks to, oh, this is fun. Which is that's the best errata. Yep, Ava taking advantage of range advantage, forcing Mal to come to her, and then whenever Mal does, hoping to find an in whenever Mal starts to fall behind on board, be able to jump on her. I think that is our general game plan here. Early Finessa feels real good. This is gonna hurt. Maybe not that much. Because we gotta send our steward at the guard. Maybe Ava just attacks Vanessa, actually. Yeah. And then the steward attacks the guard. Probably kills it. That's a ton of value. We didn't get to attack Mal, but we definitely take it. No, sad. Through some gates, that's good. I think we held that second Sky Assault, makes sense. Ava advancing a little bit, interesting. Huge. And yeah, this is sort of what I had to look away for a second, but I'm guessing it's just like Ava's like, oh, you left that your forward summoning spot open? Okay, I'll grab that. Like, this feels this sort of Avian's play is very close to my own heart. I mean, the only thing that's a little bit weird is this gate on the left here. That feels like it's really forcing Ava to have to commit. Because like if we try to retreat now, this gate's in our way. So this sort of commits us to we're on the offense now. And that's totally fine, but that's just a decision that Doug has made. Apparently the single player AI isn't even called Doug anymore, so like there's only the player Doug to preserve its legacy. Holios needs to die next turn. Holios dies next turn, I'm calling it. Sky Spear Avian victory. If not, I'm calling... Oh, Holios is over there. Never mind. Not calling anything. I make no calls. Sucks not to get to occupy that spot for free, the forward gate, but yeah, it didn't look like it was in the cards. Sky Assaults to finish her off. Good stuff. Didn't place the area gate, sort of makes sense. Feel like getting some value here is good. Yep, tracks. I don't know who's winning value right now. It looks like we're about tied. Ava survives that hit. That's good. I mean, I guess Ava being down is bad. Ava being like about to die is bad. I shall give the enemy that. But we shall do our best, nonetheless. Try to take out that guard. We'll spend all 3 attacks on that guard if we need to. Like, I don't care. Oh, that one's buffed. Awesome. And 2 specials. God damn it. And now it's Mal's turn to retreat. Interesting. Ava's doing pretty good here. Yeah, can Mal, we're sort of, at this point, we're looking at value. Like, can Mal eke out the value victory from behind? Oh, we broke the gate? Interesting. Normally, like, breaking gates like that sometimes feels bad for just that reason. Now suddenly we're exposed. Honestly, that might be to Mal's benefit. We broke their gate, right? They didn't break their own gate. Um, yeah, that's a little tough. I'm not sure if I would have wanted to break that gate, though. Maybe it was necessary. Oh, do we have like a gatebuster victory here? Oh, we have Gathering Sun. Okay. How's the game versus Profit going? I've taken one turn. He's taken none. We started. I struggled. I struggled in the first turn. Like, do you think first turn? Do you think Swamp Orcs need to be aggressive or no? Because like first turn, I was really struggling behind literally sitting back, playing a Vine Gate in the back, and just like chilling, like just like and making it so they literally cannot attack any of my units next turn, guaranteed by pulling a Vine Mancer back after it attacks, or pulling a guy back with a Vine Mancer. I debated between that and moving Mug up 2 spaces and placing a gate. I ended up going with the latter. I'm curious what you think. Like, do you think Mug needs to go aggressive or no? Like, because I was just worried that if I don't go aggressive, and I'm just gonna be handing them the midfield, and they're gonna take it with glee. And now Mug's sort of on the back foot. They're in my face, but I really don't like advancing because if they have an early combo, they're just gonna shred my midboard in a second. I think Mug needs to push up, but the question is when. Yeah, it feels like it was a little bit early, and I was a little bit just like afraid. But I did it anyways. Yeah, it felt like I could have chilled for a little bit, but I was just like, I just don't want to give this board to them. I just want to, but I definitely could have like waited a turn. I don't know. It was a while. Like I literally I was like, yeah, I was like on call with some other random like non-summoners friends, and I was just like, I was like staring at it for like 15 minutes. And then my one friend that like doesn't play Summoner Wars but plays Magic, he's like, you just gotta go. Like if this is like just like if this is an econ, like, or what was his words? Like if this is like I've played decks in Magic where like they're building up their combo and you can't let them have it. Like you gotta get in there quickly. And I'm like, yeah, okay. I'll do it. I believe you. Wow, this is like an insane like game. Does Mal win? It's down to this. No, it's not, because Mal, the steward can get 2 attacks, and then Ava gets to go in for finishing blow. Not even yet. We don't even need to expose Mal. We don't even need to expose the steward yet. Wait, how certain? I guess at this point, Ava's certain that there's no Drake? Yeah, if there's a Drake, Mal wins. What a game. What a game, honestly. Let's see. Let's go. You and me. And that's it. Alright, that's all of Snogg's games, so I need to close all these tabs. Okay, how does this work? Like, how do I avoid seeing repeats? So Snog versus Orange Laz. Is there any way, like, can I, because normally you can just, like, watch down a column, and then you won't. Wardy versus Ailrad. Where's Ailrad? Ailrad's there. There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason here. Ailrad, Snog, like, what is the order of these, and why is it not the same? Waterdeep, and then Psych, and then oh, it ultimately gets ordered based on who's winning. Okay, so there's no order. Whatever. We'll just have to know when it's a repeat. I mean, I guess we'll see who we've watched before. Let's watch OL. OL didn't get the win here. Skill issue. Like, if you have some shamans, should be good. I think people don't protect their high boost units enough against swamp orcs. That's fair. Yeah, I don't. Well, I know I have one in the back. I mean, the thought is I'm gonna claim the midfield and then just build up the swamp as I go. It's kind of risky, and I'd rather take some time, but I don't know if I have the time. Also, I feel like if Mug is above 9 HP, no reason to protect with Drudgers. I'm protecting her with a Drudger. See, I'm doing everything you... Those two comments, both of them, I'm disobeying. I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna summon this Drudger just because, like, why not? I saw so many T1 and T2 games. Drudgers dying to 2 range dice on Mug. Mug is 12 HP. Like, why? I mean, fair, fair. That's fair. I mean, but I guess could you think about it as in like, if Mug, if the Drudger wasn't there, maybe they would have hit Mug for 8 dice. Maybe they would have done a combo or something. And like the Drudger is sort of insurance against Mug getting a big attack. Like we get a big attack in, and they're forced to just do a small attack. Now that may be situation by situation, but I could see. So I could see there being situations where you're still defending Mug with the Drudger at 12 health. I can definitely see situations what you're talking about too, where it's like Eddie is nowhere near. You're not going to be up against that many dice anyway, so why even bother? I totally see that. And I did discard a regenerate turn 1 too. Okay, I'm honestly I looked away and I'm honestly sad because this looks like a really fun, I'm very curious as to how we got into this position. I mean, it seems like Balzar wasn't able to put on the pressure, and so we just went for a champ. I'm a big fan. Big fan of that. Defensive Balzar, just chilling for a little while. Yeah, I like what I see. If the Hellforge kills the archer, we can dab in and punch them. Hey, that's what we're looking for. The archer comes in, says hello. How's it going? And then we infect just for good measure. Nope, just kidding. Didn't want to. Finally got another gate. Oh, too bad Rhett's dead. Lamau. Skill issue. Rhett could actually be dead this turn. Like, nope. Didn't have it. We need double axe and 1 chains, but not unheard of. Man, that's a pretty crazy roll. 3 out of 6 melee. That's pretty unlikely. But I think Orange is probably comfortable just sitting back and chilling. God, I love the avatar so much. Okay, I know you guys like want to watch the game and whatnot, but can we just like all like, yeah. I'm sorry. We're gonna have to take a quick break here. Can I please press the back arrow? Game. Moving up with Balzac. God, I'm sure there's a really interesting turn happening here. Maybe is there anything bad about like showing inspect element on stream? Okay, 1 second. Very important things are happening behind the screen here. Hacker things where I inspect this element. Let's see that photo. Let's go. And here we are. Oh wait, screensaver. It's like out of the art for first edition, I am definitely happiest with like this is peak. This is beautiful. I like I could not like wow. Let's all just take a second here. I see why people are a fan of Sunderfed. Like he's just a big goat. Like what what you gonna do? Big goat. All right, take another minute here. God, I love it. I love the highlights. I love the like cyan highlight. It's got ears. Kind of looks like a bat with those ears. The big grumpy guy. This is awesome. Hey, like, yeah, I love it. well, I ended up. Hackers. Press an inspect element on Chrome. Easy hacking. No gate. That's gonna be a problem. I mean, I guess Rhett has a very innate uh, way of compensating for that, but we'll see if it works out. This is pretty scary very quickly. We're about to get trampled. We need to do everything in our power to stop that from happening. And that was not it. But well, I tell you. My boys are about to run in here. What's the move exactly? Does Devura come down? Does Balzar come down? It's probably Devura? Yeah. I mean, Balzar doesn't even necessarily get 2 attacks. Is it really worth doing? Yeah, no, I mean, I guess that's what you have to do either way. Yeah, Orange is a bit screwed. Obsidian Dwarf's OP. I'm a fan of this. Do we have another gate in here? What's going on? You're not gonna tell me, huh? Hidden information? Okay, we've got one more gate in here. But that's gonna be tough to draw. We're in a tough spot. It looks like Orange is kind of pivoting to the endgame victory. I guess my point is 3 swords is very variable in the match, as all your other commons as Swamp Orcs are 2 dice. So if you want to protect Mug with a Drudger, get an attack in first, not just behind him. So like, yeah, so if you're yeah, I mean, ideally you're only exposing Mug like whenever you're getting a good attack in. But so your point is like, don't just have Mug sitting there with the Drudger behind her and like she's exposed and didn't get an attack in. But if you're gonna expose Mug, make it worth your like attack for 6 on a high value target, and then put the Drudger up there. Yeah, no, I think we're in agreement. Though sometimes, I mean, like, I could see myself just needing to move up with Mug and just like having a Drudger behind her, so I might, but in general, I think I agree. I think forward gates are important for Mug in the matchup. Yeah, that's what I'll show you my turn against Prophet. But like, yeah, it's like I've sort of, a lot of how I've been playing Mug in the ranked queue is I just run up and place a forward gate as fast as possible. And I don't know, like when I'm playing against like a fucking Chad, I'm not exactly sure if that's the best play, but I just ended up being like, you know, this is my most comfortable way of playing Muglug, is just getting up there and getting in there. So like, I'm just doing like, if I'm most comfortable playing Muglug where I'm going up, like, I'm just doing it. Like gotta believe in the heart of the cards. Rat is a little bit dead. Let's go. Ailrad popping off. Love seeing the Obsidian Dwarves play. Obsidian Dwarves are the other faction I would love to main this season. Alright. Well, we're watching Orange last. We're saving Waterdees for last since he like won this and whatnot. Versus Snog. Already seen Snog. This is awesome. There's so many games here too. Like, we're not gonna finish this pool in today. And there's a whole other tier 1 pool. Did Brighter just time out? Did Orange time out? What happened? Somebody timed out. I guess Brighter timed out. Unfortunate. Thank God Joe has these links as the start of game links, so I don't need to change it every time. Oh, Orange I feel like is kind of known for his PD. That's been his first pick for the finals game in the Gen Con tournament for 2 times now, twice in a row, so you gotta feel like maybe that's his most comfortable. Not that I was trying to like net deck against Orange Laz or anything. Couldn't be me. Never have I ever. God, Gen Con is fun. You guys should come to Gen Con. Uh, I'd love to get if we could get like a big Summoner Wars like group at Gen Con. Like we already had a pretty big one, but like I would love to do like daily or like every other day like Summoner Wars meetups, like more than just like the tournaments or like I don't know, like every day at like 8 or something. Like it's just like we'll be at this table. Come play Summoner Wars with us. Interesting. Yeah, so that's what I want to do too. Wanted to move up and place a parapet. I was considering. I feel like I wanted to like move this other parapet to the left one spot up. But I suppose not. I suppose getting the archer to the mage to 4 was good. See, like, because I think of this guy as an archer. I think of her as an archer. Like, I feel like she should be called Frost Archer. I don't know. Like, I get it. She's holding like a big. I guess she's a mage. But I just think of her as an archer. You know. Boom. Boom. Nice ram. Because you got to be so familiar with Polar Dwarves to be comfortable bringing them to the tournament, right? To a live tournament, like, my goodness, do you have to? You gotta have the guts for it. Ice Axe is not paid off. Orange holding on to Nadiana. Let's see it. I mean, I could definitely see Nadiana shining in this matchup. Love to see. Both golems should be dead here. Right? Or is that one at... Both golems should be dead here. We shall see. Even though we held Nadiana, opting for Olag. Does seem like a better position here. I'm sure he considered whether Nadiana could come down too, though. Oh, Abu is at 4 attack in this tournament. That's funny. What watered? So I've been a big proponent of defending Abua should be 5 attack because the design philosophy there is that that's the only thing to really get him to peek his head. Otherwise, he's just gonna stay back turtling the whole time. But recently, Watered said that design philosophy has failed because he still never peeks his head. It just means that like whenever he does, he just one shots your unit, and like whenever he does have his back against the wall, he just kills you. And so Watered has said, I think we should just bite our losses and say Abua is a summoner who sits in the back the whole time. Let's nerf it to 3. And I think that's the best nerf for Abua I've seen. I honestly haven't been doing too much Abua recently, so like I don't even know. Like I think Abua still needs a nerf. I don't know. I think the starting setup change is good, and we should probably nerf the attack value since we're doing that. I mean, 4 is a good compromise. I think Abua should be like next up for nerfs though. Man, OL has defended this real well. Played a real tanky game here. Oh, Meki Endo's gonna be huge. Do we still have another ram in here? We must, right? Yeah, we do. Obviously give him 3 more attack. Like, he doesn't even frustrate me very much. Like, it's the sort of thing where, like, and like, I would never tell, like, a new player, like, oh, these are the factions that are underpowered and these are the ones that are overpowered, because, like, it's not gonna matter for their games at all. and they're not gonna think about it, and it might just like get them to feel weird about the game if I'm like, because like Summoner Wars is very well balanced. But I did note, like, very early on, I played, like, my first, like, 6 months of this game in person, and I was like, huh, I kind of always win when I play a Bua. I'm gonna stop playing him, because, like, it's not really fun for me or my opponent. And so, like, it took me a while to, like, actually have a bunch of games under my belt as a Bua, like, in the league, because, like, I just didn't play him. Alright, this is, if we're gonna swing it, this is gonna be the turn. We gotta do it. Where's that mage going? There? Alright. And then double shift. I like it. Like the way you think. That's not crazy. So like, I mean, we claim a good position and we do a fair bit of damage. So in short, I'm sold. In long, I note that Mekiendo still has 5 health, which makes me worried. But OL has a lot of juice in that hand. We'll have to see how much Abua has. Very, very good game from both sides here. Easy. Yeah, just building up INS to hopefully deal with. I mean, like, Magic Denial is huge here. Like, if Abua can stop Vara from tempoing into some magic, that's gonna stop some of these, like, big beefy boys from coming down. Okay, that's huge. Because that could just one-shot your boy over here. Easy. Alright, unfortunately can't kill the Spirit Mage with anything, but we definitely take this. This is pretty huge. And Abua is still at 10. But you see how this is, like, now, like, when you get to the end game, Abua having less attack is huge. Like, Abua is less of a threat at 4. God, it's so weird seeing Abua at 4 here. As opposed to 3. Or as opposed to 5, that is. But 4 just seems like a weird in-between. Also, hey there in the Discord. Feel free to say hi in chat or just watch. Up to you. We're doing what is this? This is a tournament game from the most recent base decks tournament, and doing Orange Laz versus Phobos. It's been real tight. Is it going to be enough? Is that Lioness going to come down? Yeah, because just Abua just being able to like tank and just like one-shot every single unit he fights is real tough. Oh, someone just took their turn against me. Ugh. It's your turn in Summoner Wars. Go play. All right. I think I'm calling this for Svara. Got one card left. I don't think do we have to discard that Glacial Shift to get Jarmund up? Probably. God, the flashing your turn, I'm not gonna lie, like I see the design philosophy behind it, but it is annoying. I would like it to stop. Like I guess it only goes on for a minute here. We'll try. I'm not gonna turn it off. We'll see how long this goes for. Yeah. Abua looking pretty dead. But like seriously, him not having 5 is insane. Like that really does change the game. Now I'm thinking about it. Fine, I'll click on it. It's still my turn. All right. Let's see. Orange. What did we just watch? PD versus Savannah Elves. Good stuff. Did we see Tundra versus Shadow Elves? No, we didn't, right? Did we see this? No. We saw like Tundra Orcs versus Fallen Kingdom. Let's go. Sorry, real quick before we go any further. All right, good chat. Yeah, I mean, this match seems fairly straightforward. We kind of just get in there with Grog, right? Can't let Cylinder just sit back and do what he wants forever. Hit Cylinder. Please hit Cylinder. Yeah. OL knows where the place is. And it lives? That's unfortunate. I think you'd rather it dies. There. Oh, because then you were going to go for another 5 on Cylinder too if that lived. Definitely prefer the art of Sarah in first edition. I do as well. I think that is one of the few L's of second edition art. Sarah, she looks so bland. She looks so bland. Like, her expression is just like, she's like, bleh. Like, I don't know. She looks very bland. Oh, hey, how's it going? Yeah, most things I'm well in favor of second edition art, but I can appreciate the first edition here and there. Oh, Cherez, I saw you in the chat for a second there. Feel free to hop back in. Hello. I think I can hear you. Maybe. Oh, maybe you can't hear me. She's holding the staff in an unsure way and is dressed plainly. Sort of her facial expression. Sorry, this is we need to chat now. This is important to talk about. I can hear you. Can you hear me? Oh, can you? Oh wait, no.
Can't hear you on this thing on
Oh,
Discord.
I can hear you on Discord. You might just not have your volume up because it looks like I'm chatting on Discord. I can hear. I mean, let me double check, but I'm seeing the
Okay,
green
yeah, let me
thing
check on my
pop up.
side.
Voice and video. Let's check. Yeah,
Yep,
looks like it's working.
Okay, that works. That works now.
You can hear me now. Yeah, I mean, it's just yeah, no, I mean, you're right about the unsure position. I don't know. Well, there's just something about the face where I'm just like,
Well, let me check on my side.
say it again. There's just something about the face. I don't know. It's just like, it's just like a very bland expression. Like I just don't know. There's sort of like part of the L of like first edition art was like that a lot of the guys are just standing there doing nothing, and it's like okay, like can we have an active pose? And they do that for most things here, but like something I'd be like, God, I don't know. Like, even like as far as face is a little bit like I think the only thing I'd maybe criticize Martin for is like some of the humans are a little bit lame looking. Like like as far as face is more characterized, like she'll fuck you up. She means business. Sarah's just like, hey, like she's the leader of I don't know. And the first edition art looks way cooler. I don't know.
All right, that was my fault. I see. Okay, it's fixed now. It's fixed now.
You fix now. Like Valeria's chilling. I mean, Valeria has a similar expression, I guess, to, like Svara and like similar like lips and whatnot. But how's it going?
It's going well. Going well. Made myself some pancakes for late lunch.
Yo, that's great. Imagine putting an effort into the food that you make for yourself. Couldn't be me.
I like it on weekends when I have time,
To do.
but during weekdays it's hard.
Yeah, yeah. I'm generally lazy. One day I'll get better at it. We'll see. I've gone through phases where like I would like in school for a while I was like cooking like every Monday,
Mhm.
and then like I'd have a big batch of food prepared for the rest of the week. That sort of I gave up on that at some point, but there was a solid year there. Like Hagrada says, Sarah looks like a young person thrust into a position of power quickly and is having doubts, as opposed to fully armored, confident version now. I mean, I can understand, like, if the intention behind Sarah is a young person thrust into power quickly and having doubts, I'm honestly, I'm looking at the art and being like, that does pretty well, like, kind of communicate that sort of vibe. And I do kind of, like, I like Valerius, like, hey, I'm the dictator, I'll fucking kill you. And Sarah is like, well, like Sarah's like it's the similar sort of like you know like I don't know the right words for it like similar sort of like Christian symbolism and like we we are the citadel, we are the way, but like Valeria is just like a straight up fucking dictator and Sarah's like kind of trying to do the right thing. I don't know, or maybe it's just bad art. Hey, I see Sammy here too. You're muted right now. Oh,
Oh,
hey, how's it going?
it's all right.
Good stuff. We're
Powers of fate.
watching. We're going through some tournament games here. This is the High Elf Swampworks release tournament. Uh, we're going through one pool. We've watched like 8 or 10 games already, but like there's so many games in each pool. It'd take us so long to get through these. There's been some real good ones so far though.
Hmm. Alrighty.
There was a Obsidian Dwarf victory against Orange Laz's Fallen Kingdom. That was pretty awesome.
Ooh, nice.
Kind of blew up his gate, and he couldn't do anything about it.
That's how obsidian dwarves work a lot of the time, especially against Fallen Kingdom. They're trying to play defensive. You get up there and you blow up some gates. What's Red Talos gonna do? Lose more health
Yeah,
to get
I
stuff
really
back?
God. If the Shadow Elves win here, that's gonna be insane. Just like Cylinder, I just love how Cylinder's just like I'm at 1 health. I can come in for a quick 5 and then run away. Like we're chilling. Can you guys can see through Discord the stream pretty well?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, it's
good.
pretty
Okay.
clear to me.
Awesome.
And Shadow's like they've got a bunch of magic here. Pretty
Do they?
Yeah, I mean
They sure do.
Ragnar's pretty low. Like this is totally doable for Shadow Elf.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that Shadow Pulse. Oh, we had a game earlier where there were 4 Shadow Pulses. We were watching the High Elf Shadow Elves games
Hmm.
in League.
Mhm.
I think every game we watched in Div 2 was a High Elves victory. Um,
Wow.
which is and
Huh.
there's only like 8 games that have been played total in Div 2. And so you'd think it'd be like some like Shadow Elves like early kills, but they are all High Elves late game wins. Which is really funny. All right, come on. Don't kill Grog. I'm rooting for Grog here. Cylinder's evil.
Oh nope. GG. 7 dice. He's rolling the dice. What's the odds of that?
Is he? Oh, you saw it before I did. Yeah, yeah. Because you just get all
Oh,
the way
never
in.
mind.
Oh,
Or maybe.
well, we can still get it. We can still get it. Easy,
Oh, you
easy,
gotta go
easy,
for it.
easy,
Easy, easy,
easy.
Easy.
So easy. Literally, couldn't be easier. Um. Oh, sorry. We just look at this for a little
That's a
bit.
great image. You're
Isn't
right.
it? It's just a big fucking goat. Polar Dwarves versus Breakers. Wait, we watched that one, didn't we? No. Wait, what? Oh no, this is Orange Lazarus Breakers. I see. You guys have any interesting public games recently, or anything?
I haven't been playing any public, but I need to.
Not especially.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, you don't. Yeah, you've complained about the 3-day clock in the past, Cherez, right?
Yeah.
Not a huge fan. I can understand that.
I think I would. Yeah, I think 14-day might be too long for. But I much prefer like 14 days with like friends, or 45 minutes with friends or with randoms. I think 3 days is just
Yeah,
too hard, especially during work weeks.
yeah.
Yep.
No, I definitely see it. Yeah, I feel like I took so long in our last 14-day. I mean, like normally when it's 14-day, like I try to like at least be done in like 4 or 5 of those. I think I took like 7 or 8 days to like finish my. No, wasn't I done to like 4 by the end? Like it was literally took me a week and a half to finish that game. Sorry about that.
No worries. I mean, what I like about 14 days is you can just take days off or multiple days off, and it's completely fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like having the option for private games for 14 days, but that'd definitely be way too long for
Public.
just like public ranked games.
Yeah. It used to be an option. 45 and 14 used to be an option for public, and they got rid of it. God,
I
Zero
honestly
Cost
like.
Glass is insane. Go ahead.
I haven't personally had a problem with like the 3-day ones. But like I totally get it. Right? Like I get a bunch of opportunities. Like even with my work, like I get a bunch of opportunities to like play turns and all. But like I get how that can be pretty tight for some people.
Yeah.
But like I do also though kind of wish like there was that option to play like a 45 minute ranked game. Just say like, okay, I'm sitting down here. I've got the time to just play a live game, against just whoever instead of having to
Exactly.
coordinate that with someone,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be huge. Well, it's funny every time I've been like, gosh, I've timed out 5 games this week. Isn't that relatable? And then everyone's like, what is wrong with you, Ben? Like it's not that hard.
I also think I've timed out maybe 2 games total ever.
Yeah, well, I think part of it is I think I overthink things. Like a lot of it, I would struggle when I was in school, and like it would be a league turn, and I would get home, I'm like fucking tired, I just want to go to bed, and then I look at a turn, and I'm like, I cannot play optimally. Like one, like I want to take 10 minutes on this turn, and 2, I'm fucking exhausted, and like I just like sometimes I'm just in a mood where it's just like I cannot do like everything I see seems bad. I cannot take this turn, and then I would just like go to bed, and then I'd end up timing out that game. And it's just like
True.
but
Other times
that's
I'm
like
just tilted.
you just tilted. You said
Yeah, like they just
Yeah.
like completely destroy me one turn. And I'm like, God damn it! I don't want to think about this.
Yeah. Well, and so it's that like if I just accepted like okay, like every turn I take in games that I queue, I take 3 minutes or less thinking about it, like regardless of whether or not taking more time would help me. Like if I just accepted that, I think I would do fine. And that's but yeah. And that's I guess sort of what streaming is for me, honestly. It's just like, well, just gotta do it. But yeah, I overthink things too much. Oh, this is awesome. Gildoon, extra tax. I feel like I haven't seen Gildoon so much. It was sad the most recent scuffle. Breakers got a little bit of a pounding, which was kind of sad to see.
Against Hiles.
Yeah, and we were talking a lot about like how it's difficult to play their champions, and that seems to honestly make a big difference a lot of the time. You guys, Cherez, have you played much Breakers?
I have only played them once or twice. I need to play more of them. They seem like a faction I would like, but yeah, I
Yeah,
just
they're
need
a lot
to
of fun.
like
I
Sky Evians. I'm
know.
really enjoying. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're definitely a sometimes faction for me.
You sort
Yeah,
of they
sometimes
clicked at
I'm
some
just
point
not
for
in
you.
the mood. Like
Yeah.
sometimes it clicks. Sometimes I love it. It's super fun, and sometimes I am just absolutely not in the mood to deal with the range dice. You know? Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, like that. Like sometimes, like most of the time I am very chill about the dice. I like the dice. I like the. Well, I've talked like about this before a little bit, right? But like I like how the dice make the game play. Um, sometimes though, I just can't. I just wouldn't be able to handle that. You know?
I can get that for sure. Is Tack dead?
Oh, yep. No.
Probably.
Damn. Yeah.
Whoa. You gonna say
Yeah.
something, Cherez?
No. I was just commenting on the dice.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it can be tough. I don't. Yeah, I feel like usually I'm pretty chill about dice. Though, like, it is because like that ranged miss of 4. That's very
Mhm.
like that's like less. Isn't that like 1% or something? Like the odds of that happening are tiny. It's honestly like surprising how much it happens. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
and I think that's just the like you feel like you notice the bad ones more than, but it's like
Yeah, and of course you don't
That's
notice it
definitely
when.
true.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you also don't like you don't notice it if it's, or you're less likely to notice it if it's like on a unit which can use those dice, right? Whether it's ranged or
yeah,
specials
yeah,
or
yeah.
Mm.
Well, like
Mhm.
hypothetically, this should never happen. Like 1.1% is like the like you should be doing at least 1 damage with every four dice attack. Like
yeah.
that's super rare.
Yeah.
But
Well,
But
it
it's
still
like it's a
happens.
lot
It's
less rare. It's a lot less rare with range dice than melee, you know?
mm,
If I roll 5 dice, 5 melee dice and I do 0 damage, it's like, damn, that's kind of funny. Um, you know, if I need to hit for 2 and only do 1 on like you know, 4 range dice, that just kind of feels bad.
yeah, yeah.
but this is to my point. What I was talking about Ben. Like even if the Eternal Council Summoner is hitting you for 8 dice, it's only like 47% chance it's gonna hit over 6. So it's still pretty. Like
Mhm.
of course if it
Mhm.
hits for 6 plus, you're really sad. But if you're at 12 health and hits you for 5, I'm still chilling. You know, you have your 2 regens most likely.
That's interesting. That's yeah,
Right.
that feels like a hot take, but it seems pretty reasonable actually. To
Also
just be
because like
like, yeah,
usually,
just take it.
you know, I mean that's how I see it. I mean I'm not sure if it's correct or not, but
No, I like that idea.
and then usually
Mhm.
like she's like to even hit you, even if she gets like a space or 2 away, usually she's like she feels the pressure from you. Let's say it that way. I've
Yeah,
seen a
yeah.
lot of games end with Aaliyah or the Eternal Council Summoner getting a big hit, and the next turn she just dies to Grognak
Yeah,
or
Right, right.
or
Muggless.
Mucklug.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I'm honestly very afraid of like psychic assault or like in the game I just started with Prophet, like I'm
Mhm.
afraid that like my units are all gonna get like chewed up in one turn and I'm not gonna have a board anymore or something.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, like again, she has to be within 2 spaces of the unit to do that. So as long as you don't spread out too much, he needs to really think about that turn, right? I guess that's the
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, Muglug does seem like better at being the summoner cannon than Edia. I think that's the consensus after all of this.
I mean, definitely, gotta be. I mean, she's just, I mean, a lot more consistent for one.
Yeah. But I mean,
But it's
Edia
just
can
like
do some
in
crazier
that
things.
it's melee, and also Edia has to both have the events and then build them up, right?
Yeah.
by actually
Yeah.
getting to draw the cards.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess how are the stats looking? Is it
I
Monk
think
like
it's exactly
favored at this point?
50-50.
It's exactly 50-50. Wow.
Let me check to be sure. I'm pretty sure that's what it was this morning.
Wow, Cool Duck is on the retreat. This feels bad. Wow, did you just release Spores 1? Wow, I think that tells you how this game is going pretty
Mm-hmm.
well. That's
Yeah, it's
unfortunate.
50.7 for Swampworks, but it's 50-50 basically.
Yeah.
One more
Yeah.
win for Swampworks.
I mean, that's pretty nice.
Mm-mm.
That's what we're looking for. I mean, I made fun of that carrier play, but it seems like it's paying off. Do we give Eddie a demand though? That is the question.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like we kind of
I
want to,
honestly, like,
doesn't
all the
it?
time. Doesn't like playing as Edia or against Edia. I will consistently like just completely forget that
Yeah, it's
learn. It
easy to
doesn't
do.
just say put 2 boost on your summoner at the beginning of the next turn.
I know, right? Isn't that crazy?
I will play my learns around like, okay, the 2 boost from this allows me to persist this event that I want to persist. And then like they'll play an event and I'll end up with an event that I don't really want to use in my hand, only 1 boost on Edia. It's like, oh damn, now I'm like losing all my,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, I
I'm
get
losing
that
that
for
event
sure.
that I really need to persist or something like that, you know.
The game plan of like denying boost on Edia by giving her events is real funny.
Or oh my god. Okay, sorry, I'm taking some turns right now in the Tortugatrons tournament right now.
Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah.
playing Breakers into Savannah Elves. This is my second turn on this, and this is my second time rolling one die on my mind to mind capture a 2 health unit. So turn 2, it's happened twice already. Breakers, range dice. Oh, okay. Fine. So Takula is just hanging out
Yeah.
next to a 4 boost lioness now. We're chilling. Chant of
I'm
power is
sorry.
not real. It can't hurt me.
I'm feeling like that. The Tortugatron tournament seems real cool. How's it been going, by the way?
It is neat. I chose maybe poorly with my
Yeah.
factions. It's fine. It's fine, you know.
What did you choose?
But it's cool. I went for, let's see. I'll pull up the document. Right now I'm on which one am I on? This week I'm on whatever the I is. So I'm playing Eternal Council, High Elves, and Breakers.
Seems pretty lit.
It's neat. It's neat. I'm not very good with Eternal Council, but I can do just fine with High Elves and Breakers sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, here, discard a lot of cards and play Katu. You can't lose. I got you.
I mean, there you go, right? That's it. Yeah, it was 2-3 last week, which was pretty good. Remains to be seen how this week's going to turn out.
Yeah. I really like that format. It just seems fun to be like, yeah, these are my 3 symbols. Like, it feels like you're like, I don't know, like I feel like I'm in a kid's movie or something. Like,
No,
I'm
it's
a
neat.
fan.
I've got to say, at least though, it was very hard to decide what
Yeah.
symbols to choose, because
Yeah.
it's like I want to play like some Fallen Kingdom or whatever, but I really don't want to play, you know, Shadow Elves or whatever, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Something
The,
like
the,
that.
there's a few that are easy for me. Like Dark is super easy. Like I'm a big fan of every Dark faction that's been released. Even if like my
Or
Fallen
like, oh, I
King.
want to play High Elves, but I don't want to. I don't want to choose. I want to play High Elves and Vanguards, but I really don't want to choose Protection because then I'd have to play Phoenix Elves. You know,
Interesting.
that was
Honestly,
the big
I
one.
might honestly, I like protection a lot, and I like Phoenix Elves. I'm a huge fan. Phoenix Elves are great. They're kind of like what sells me on Phoenix Elves is like how good the champs are at this point. Like I'm just like that just gets me so excited to play them.
Yeah, sure.
I'm sorry, we just blood imbued cool deck. um, you gotta think of Phoenix Elves like Daymar, but a little bit less cool. You know.
Sure, sure.
I think that's a shit post.
God, I don't remember how to play High Elves.
High Elves are tough. They're really tough. Like the most recent scuffle with Prophet, it literally just had me being like, man, these guys, like, his Prophet's like asserting that they're the most complicated faction ever to be released, and like, damn.
I played a bunch of last like middle of last season.
Yeah.
And then sort of just stopped playing them for a while. I've played a few games with them now, and it's like, yeah, damn, they're kind of actually more complicated than I remembered by like a good deal.
They're tough. They big tough. But like, it's good to like if you're having fun, that's all that matters. Like that's all that matters. Like I'm convinced, literally my first 50 plays as Shadow Elves, I was playing like garbage. Like like
Yeah, fair enough.
it's just like not. I mean like and not like but like garbage by like today's by like
Sure,
you know,
sure.
like if I'm up against like a Div 2 opponent that like knows what they're doing with the faction they're playing, I'm sure I would have just been like, oh, this faction sucks. I never want to play it again. Um, I don't know, but like just like, but I guess I don't know. I was just like having fun when we were doing so much Shadow Elf Wayfarers, like.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And like that's the problem that I have with like cloaks is I'm not having fun. Like I'm just like this is overwhelming and I hate it.
Yeah.
How are you on cloaks these days? Because you were like big into them.
I haven't played
A little
cloaks
while
in
ago.
quite a while.
Really interesting.
I want to give him a few more games sometime soon. Once I wrap up this week's tournament games and league games, maybe
Yeah,
I'll queue a
yeah.
few cloaks games.
How do you guys usually play in public? Do you usually like queue one faction like a ton of games with them, or do you usually just play a bunch of different ones?
I personally cannot queue more than like 2, 3 max if I'm like really, really into a faction at the moment. Like I can't queue more than 2, or like usually more than 2 for the same faction at one time.
Yeah, that's
Usually,
for me for a
usually I've got
while.
like 2 for one faction and then 1 for like 3 or 4 other factions.
Yeah. For me for a while it was like never break one rule. Like it was just like never play more than one game with one faction because it just seemed real tough to like it just felt like I'd get confused much more easily as to like what the game was and remembering it. And I've started to do it a bit more and it's like so I feel like I've like now I get a little bit less confused. And I think I might try to break the rule this season. Because yeah, I've always pretty much held to that previous seasons, but I might queue like 10 Crimson Order games tonight. We're gonna see.
Yeah, I think
'Cause-
normally when I'm just chilling, I'll do like you guys said, like just one game of whatever. But then, like for cloaks, for example, I think what really helped me learn them was just queuing like 8 games at the same time.
Yeah,
And of
for
course,
sure.
like you said, you have to make sure when you go to a new game, like, hey, like look, at your discard pile, make sure you know you know which game it is.
yeah,
And but I think it did help me a lot. I'll say that. Yeah.
yeah. See that like 3 melee dice missing. I think that's a 1%er or something. Like
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
maybe missing 2.
That's
it's
bad though. Is the thing that I 3 range dice. It does 1 damage, pretty consistently. It turns out.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's just a thing about dice. Is
Only
like
like when there's a 2 health unit I need to kill though. You know.
I feel like that there's like the
Ooh.
actual odds and then the perceived odds. Like a 75% chance to hit feels like a 40% chance to hit, like, you know, and like a 90% chance to hit feels like a 70. Like it's because like ranged two range dice, I mean you miss 1 out of 9, but like it feels like more than that. It just feels like more than that.
I agreed.
Oh yeah, so yeah, for the turtles tournament, like I ended up, because I really wanted to play both vanguards and high elves. I ended up with 2 eternal council and not phoenix elves. I ended up with 2 eternal council weeks. Because I went with sun for vanguards as well.
Oh, you did
I've
end
got
up
some
doing
close
some.
games coming
Wait,
up
so,
next week though.
so you ended up with Shadow Elves anyway.
I did end up with shadow elves. Yeah, you know, shadow elves are fine.
Love me some Shadow Elves.
I can lose a game with shadow elves. That's fine.
All right, so this feels like this should be the classic we play Kachu, we win, right? Like this is supposed to be a good matchup for Edia for these reasons, and yet
I don't
feels like we're not.
I
Gonna
don't
win.
know. Kulak's got a lot on the board here.
8 health, 8 health Katu. Could be
It was
huge.
smart of Orange to get rid of the gate between the shaman. Like only attacking once per turn, it looked really bad.
What did he do?
He killed the gate. There's like, so he could only attack Katu from the right spot, or yeah, the right spot. And so he killed the gate, his own gate below Katu, so he could attack from 2 angles. I guess.
Yeah, makes
Because
sense.
otherwise,
The thing about Katu is that like he's dead in 1 turn. Maybe like he's dead in 1 turn if things are bad here.
Yeah, I think this game's over. It's real close though. I mean, or it seemed
That
like
was a pretty
Orange
good. That was a
pivoted
pretty good
and
roll
recovered.
for. There were some pretty good rolls there for Eddie and Katu there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if Kuldak goes up and then misses, he's staring down 10. He's staring down 10 dice.
That is true, but he still wins there because 10 dice isn't 11 dice. Also,
yeah. Oh, and
never
then
misses.
killing Katu. Yeah, Katu's down. It's over.
see, I would miss that. Yep.
Okay, don't you put Eddie a 1 spot back though? I guess not, because then Kuldak would just retreat.
Interesting.
I mean, it's over either way.
Yeah.
Ooh, good game.
Yeah.
That was insane. What a slog. I feel like we were talking for like 20 minutes there. Fungal Dwarves versus Fallen Kingdom. My favorite matchup. Let's fucking go.
Honestly, I love it.
I had earlier this. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you can go. You can go.
All right. Well, earlier this stream, Albus came by, someone from the Discord, and asked me to review a game, and it was a Fungal Dwarves versus Fallen Kingdom game. So there's like 25 minutes of me like talking about this matchup. It never goes away.
Yeah, if I can never see
Steam seems cool, Doc.
That's just me though.
That's an interesting one there.
It's insane. What are you saying is interesting?
Stim shrooms to move Cooldock up to drop a gate there.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
And like, I guess putting him in position to boost off that carrier, right?
Yeah,
that's neat.
See the way, yeah, is nice. The way Orange is playing this matchup is the way that I would think to play this matchup as Cooldock. Like, I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna freaking kill all your carriers, and I'm gonna do it now. Well, like, the way Vexer ended up playing this matchup as Cooldock was like, I'm just gonna chill in the back and grow some carriers into beasts, and then just have a wall that you're never gonna get through. Like, it's interesting. I don't know which way is right. And maybe orange is gonna pivot to the other way at some point. Look at those gates.
Some nice gates.
I think I'm with you, Cherez. I think I could, like, if I didn't see this, maybe not forever, but if I just didn't see this matchup for a solid like 2 months, I would not be mad about it.
Upset.
This broke my brain. I have PTSD.
Orange is playing this well. I think yeah, both players are playing it very well. Doug's really good. Doug is when I first started queuing, like when I first started playing Summoner Wars, I queued into Doug all the time, and he just beat me relentlessly. Like, I think I'm like,
I still.
I haven't played him in a while, but
I played Doug in the league. I think not last week, but the week before, the Swamp Works and the Swamp Works Eternal Council.
Yeah.
Wiped the floor with me both games. Like, this was not happening.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Sure do.
I think the funniest part was when we were last time talking, Ben, and I was like, yeah, no, I kept losing to Obsidian Dwarves when I was queuing, and you're like, is it Magnifico? And I look, it's like, yep, all Magnifico.
Oh, those are the games you. Oh no. Well, that's someone else. Yeah. Apparently he's back at it again. Apparently he's been queuing.
It's cool when you see one
Excellent.
person just like really enjoy. Yeah, sorry.
No, please.
Yeah, that's cool. Like especially Obsidian Dwarves, which are like not the most like trendy faction, I'll say. But they're really fun. It's fun that this one guy is just like so enjoying this, and he does really well with them. Like he's usually like top 20 with Obsidian Dwarves.
Right? He's so good. How does he do it? I want to do it. Yeah, they're B tier. Yeah, that's the other one. I think like my list right now of factions that I kind of just want to like play to death is Crimson Order, followed by Swamp Orcs, followed by Obsidian Dwarves. Like, I'm feeling the juice for those three. Like, because I want to be living that dream. Like, I want people to see my Obsidian Dwarves and just like be afraid. Like, I want to be that guy. I see the dream. Magnifico has shown the way.
Oh, he's playing a lot of Mountain Varghast now also. He's number 2 in the ladder, and it's all Obsidian Dwarves and Mountain Varghast. Mountain Varghast are really cool, yeah.
It's awesome.
I like Mountain.
Yeah.
I feel like they can be really good, actually. Well, yeah, until people figure them out. But I feel like they can be good.
Yeah, I definitely haven't figured them out. Have you been playing much with them?
I played one game versus Bean recently where he was... What was he playing? It felt like almost impossible for him.
Yeah.
What was he playing? Let me check the game. Because I think they have so many 5 health units, so some factions which struggle on dealing with that much health can have some trouble. But like I said, this is only one game. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, he was playing Eternal Council, actually. Okay, interesting. Yeah, that game was interesting. I feel like with Mountain Varghast, you really want straight lines. And like, even though like a gate is sort of like you can have like a gate on your second row, and it looks like it's very defensive, but because of that one event where you can charge 4 spaces ahead, it's actually pretty aggressive sometimes, and it can catch people off guard.
Yeah,
like...
I really haven't gotten the feel for like how, especially ramming advances is sort of how to make that work, you know. It seems like I look at it and I'm like, that seems so good, but I've never like, I don't know, I've never found the situation where it works.
Backwards gates are actually like super important because like even though it's counterintuitive but you do need, like you said, those 3 spaces up to make it, you get the extra +1, right? So I think if you have like a gate in your first or second row, it can actually be very useful for specifically that card.
I was playing against Beans, and he did it very well. Where like, or I was sort of shook. Where like, he had those gates in the back. He charged forward, like, fucking pounded me, and then just pulled
all the way
everything
back.
back, all the way back. And like that seems cool. Like just sort of like the hit and run faction. Like
Hmm.
I, you charge down the mountain and then you teleport back. It makes total sense.
Mm-mm.
Just like teleporting goats, etc. Easy.
Easy. No, I really like them. There's definitely one faction which I'm not sure if I'm gonna play the October tournament, but if I was gonna play, I'd probably at least play a bunch of games on those to see if I'd replace one of the factions with them. I'm debating
Yeah.
because last tournament I did Cloaks, Fallen Kingdoms, Shadow Elves, and Sand Goblins, and I'd probably
Yeah.
replace either Shadow Elves or Fallen Kingdoms. I'm not. Fallen Kingdoms I like a lot, but I don't know. Fallen Kingdoms, it really matters what you draw. If you draw the right hand, I'm enjoying it even if I lose. But
Yeah.
sometimes it can
Yeah.
be very frustrating if you don't
Yeah.
have enough carriers, or you don't get blood summoning until the last hand, or Uh,
Okay, you heard it here first. I was thinking because like
Hmm?
talking about it, I'm like, huh, am I sort of playing the same few factions over and over again in the most recent tournaments? I'm totally changing it up. Like, I'm gonna change up everything this tournament. I'll do Crimson Order, and then um I'll do Sand Goblins, and maybe even Swamp Orcs and like Phoenix Elves or something. Those are all factions I've never taken to a tournament. I can't have people reading me. I can't have people be like, oh yeah, this guy just takes these factions always. I gotta change it up. Just to even
Yeah,
though
you're
I'm less
back on that.
comfortable.
Back on the
Go ahead.
Sand Goblins, yeah.
I'm totally on the Sand Goblins. I don't know if like I don't like all the factions I just listed. I don't think I'm like quite comfortable with them as I am with some others. So like it might be smarter to not. um, but like I'm feeling back in the honeymoon phase with that. Like Sand Goblins and small like I don't know. I feel like my Sand Goblins have been like stomping lately. Though I'm sure once I get in the tournament I'll start struggling again. But
yeah, I'm with you on Swamp Orcs. I feel like they people have put some work into them, but I feel like there's still a little bit more which can be done because I know people are saying like consistently that High Elves are a better faction, which they probably are. But I feel like you can do some really cool things with Swamp Orcs, and also
I
like
mean,
better's not always Sorry, go on.
yeah. High elves are a better faction seems to mean less and less by the day. Like they seem to be like climbing to the top of the tier lists, which I did not expect. I don't know if anyone like. I was I don't know. They seemed like a solidly mid faction when they first released, and now they're just like terrorizing the streets.
Yeah.
I've watched this game before. Oops.
Mm-mm.
I say. Yeah, I feel like I haven't like heard. I mean, I've sort of been avoiding. I don't know. I like to avoid discussion on Discord like when it first comes out, so I haven't been looking for all the chat. But like, I don't feel like people have been talking that much about Swamp Orcs. Like, no one like Prophets come out as like the like super uber like high elves player, but no, I don't feel like anyone's done that for Swamp Orcs. I know Watered was a big fan for a while.
I know Vexer also, and then he the last tournament he didn't do the best. I think after the second round with them. But after that, I'm not sure.
I think they're great. I love them. I'm a huge fan. God damn it! Stop timing out your games. Give us something to watch.
But I think also Vexer brings some really cool fact. Like he did Wayfarers, he did Swamp Orcs, he did Shadow Elves, of course, and then I forgot the last one. So, like you said, I think it's also like if you take yourself too seriously, sometimes like why at the end of the day you win what like $50 coupon.
Yeah.
So it's great, but
Well, it's fun to like theory craft, like, okay, what are my best factions? But then it's like, like maybe I'm fallen into a rut here. Like maybe I just need to play some random crap.
Yeah, and also like to make it to the finals, the way it's currently set up, I'm not sure they're going to change it. You literally need to be like the top of your last group, which
Yeah.
a lot of times like you have two. Like I think Massimo was 7-1 alongside Water D, and it was up to like the one match which decided it. So it's like
Yeah.
7-1,
Yeah.
7-1. One match is decided by so many different factors. Doesn't necessarily mean you're the better player, or
Yeah.
whatever.
No.
Or
Absolutely. It's tough to make it to that finals.
Though it is still impressive that like the same players are always in the discussion. Orange Laz, Water D, Prophet.
Yeah. Exactly.
Massimo, Vexer. Yeah.
No, it's insane. Like Water is like got to climb to like 1500 ELO in like less than a week or something. What the hell was up
How
with
many
that?
games was he playing?
I know,
That's
like
amazing.
he must have like he must have had max games queued that entire time, and I know he's someone that will do that. And just like going on a crazy win streak because like it is not easy to get to 1500.
Yeah.
Oof. A carrier dying at 2 hurts a little bit. Let's see, how many more games are here? Sorry, I'll click back in a second. Versus Phobos, Jonas, Watered. Yeah, might do like this game and one more or something, and then call it.
Sounds good.
This matchup again.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah, this was the release. These two released together.
I think
So,
something which I think you were talking about this earlier on the stream, Ben, which was interesting to me switching to Summoner Wars because I had only really played a little bit of Magic beforehand. Was this idea of like of course there are situations where it's like over pretty early, but even like with or the goblins, the really aggressive faction, the not Chaos Goblins,
Cave Goblins.
Cave Goblins, yeah. Like I think one of the major mistakes I did when I was starting out was thinking that oh, I survived their initial wave, I'm good, I'm set for the rest of the game, and then just losing.
Yeah. That's same thing happens here.
So yeah,
Yeah,
it's never. Sorry, go on.
No, I was just agreeing. It's not one dimensional.
Exactly, and you always like even if you're like ahead the entire game, like you always end up in a situation where, like a lot of times you end up in situations where like towards the end game it's actually more even than you thought it would be in terms of cards and in terms of units on the field.
Yeah. Yeah, and like even when like you like have this crazy like you were ahead all game and it came down to the end game and you won, like it's like you win by like 2 units, like 2 full health commons, and it's like if those 2 weren't there, you lost. Like it's like it's still even the games where I feel super ahead at the end of the day, it doesn't come down to that much. A little bit of value over the other person. Feels like Eternal Council's in a good spot. Maybe they'll finally pull through. Maybe someone will beat the Fungal Dwarves. Is it possible?
Yeah, I like Eternal Council.
Yeah, I do too. They feel like, I don't know. They're sort of on the back burner. I definitely want to spam them at some point to just like try to Because they really seem like my style, but I just like, I feel like I've sort of been dropping the ball recently every time I'm playing them. Like, yeah, I like your idea that like spamming a faction helps you learn them quickly. Like, that's probably right.
Because I know that works in other games also, like not just card games. Like even
Yeah,
like if
yeah,
you're playing like a MOBA or something like that, it just helps a lot.
yeah.
The resource
Yeah,
management's always very, very difficult for me with Eternal Council.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
played like a good several games with them. I cannot for the life of me figure it out.
It's kind of the name of the game for them, I guess. Yeah.
yeah, because you can run out of cards really quickly if you're not careful.
God, what a terrible hand. Not it. And held 3 cards of it. I would have discarded Maldar there. Doesn't it feel so greedy to just like go into the next turn with 1 magic and 3 cards that you know are dead? I don't know. A easy timeout victory, I guess. A lot of these. Let's do. Should we do one more? Yeah, sure. So let's do it. Okay, we were watching Psych. Wait, who have I been following? Who was that most recent game from? Yeah, that was Eternal Council versus FD. Dude, we got Wayfarers. Oh, good. It's Wayfarers versus Cave Goblins again. Let's go.
Amazing.
Yeah, maybe I should take Wayfarers to the tournament. Yeah. I definitely like that. Like, just chill out and play some random factions in the tournament. Like,
You should just
I'm
do
down.
the. You should today just do the deck randomizer where you just do the random factions, just do 4 of them, and then choose those 4. Or you get 1 veto or 2 vetoes. Do it 6 times.
Yeah, I mean, and yeah, out of 6, pick 4. I mean, I'd veto cloaks. I think that's the only one that I'd be like, I refuse to. I'd veto cloaks and like anything that I feel like I'd be prone to overthinking. So I'd also veto high elves just because not right now. I'm saving like I'm a big fan, but I'm say I'll work on them later. It's a lot of thinking involved.
I mean, Bean is always super successful with just aggressive factions. Like he usually makes like the last pool, or at least last time he did.
Yeah.
And that includes like like auto losses, which is cave goblins versus fungal dwarves.
Yeah, it takes balls to take cave goblins. Because those few bad ones. But I guess you got this matchup as cave goblins, like you're bad against the fungal dwarf. Is there anyone else that you're like real like auto loss as cave goblins? Maybe Crimson Order. We'll have to see. Because like I don't know, lots of factions have their auto. Like even the fungal dwarves like are kind of auto lost to like shadow elves and.
And if you want to really theory craft, sorry.
No, go ahead.
You could probably like choose factions which are there's probably gonna be a ton of Crimson Order. There's probably gonna be a ton of High Elves. I'm assuming probably Shadow Elves is always popular.
That's
true. Versus those, you'd probably be doing pretty comfy.
What counters Crimson Order? I have no idea. Just hitting the concede button.
The goats, of course. That's why they're released together. No, I'm kidding.
There we go.
I think I gotta head out, y'all.
See ya. Thanks for stopping by.
Nice seeing you, Sammy. Or nice talking to you.
Sneaks is defending himself pretty well. I mean, I guess. Well, I guess Celeste is in a pretty good spot because, like, normally Celeste has the problem of just like you only have 3 attacks, and so this matchup is kind of a slog. But What's been happening? How did we end up here? What went wrong for sneaks?
I don't know.
Something. Ooh, going for the gate. That's crazy too. That takes guts. Funny, I thought that Beast Rider was gonna go after the Voyager. I mean, this makes more sense. Unrelenting. I guess Blarf is exposed, so you probably go at Blarf.
Gusto. Always nice seeing Gusto.
Yeah, I agree. Seems people seem to sleep on him.
Mm-mm.
He honestly seems pretty reliable. Like, he honestly seems like the most reliable champ of, like, especially when I'm starting with Wayfarers. Like, it's just very easy to see how Gusto's ability is good. Well, like,
Yeah.
even Baldo, like, took me a bit to, like, kind of see the potential. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, moving diagonal. It's always... Yeah, that's one of those champions you think you can do something and then you realize you can't. Or, vice versa, where, you didn't realize you could do something with them.
Yeah.
This is just so swingy. It's going back and forth. Oh, he's using Unrelenting here? Interesting. His last Unrelenting.
Interesting. I mean...
Oh, sorry.
No, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, you can go.
That is the last. I guess it. Yeah, I mean it prevents. I mean, probably would have killed the Slinger otherwise. Yeah, it's not a great spot for Cave Goblins, and yet they can so easily just take the board. But I feel like I'd rather be Wayfarers right now. Let's see, what sort of juice? I mean, do you think we're going to be able to seek the horizon as Wayfarers? Is that ever happening? Ever?
Probably not. The only gate which potentially going to come from is already blocked by another gate, so I don't think so. It's not happening.
Yeah. And that's tough.
So I lost during this league as Wayfarers. No, sorry, as Phoenix Elves versus Wayfarers, because I was thinking to myself, oh, I just will push to their side of the map and not allow, Horizon or Celeste to get more health. And then I forgot that, especially with a low HP champion like the Phoenix Elves champion, 9 health, is dangerous. It's still dangerous to push that far.
Summoner. Yeah, that's. I almost the same thing almost happened to me. I think Mal got dropped to like 2 health or something, and then I just like barely eked it out. I don't know, like to this day, like just by the skin of my teeth, like kept her safe, and managed to like not expose her for the rest of the game, and then I got the econ.
Yeah, it's a surprise.
Oh, we're getting Seek the Horizon. Sorry, go ahead.
That's amazing. No, you're right. You're right.
We did it. We made it. We got there.
And Celeste is actually, Celeste is actually in a pretty safe position, or probably one of the safest positions.
Yeah,
nice play.
we're chilling. Easy. Yeah. I mean, and good on Fish for holding the second Seek the Horizon. I don't know how many turns, but a few here. Like, that takes guts to like be like, no, I'm gonna get the first one to go off. I promise. Impressive.
Agreed. Oh no, the 1 for 2. Still seems like anyone in the game so far. Oh, waypoint's gone. I'm gonna get into Cave Goblins. They seem fun. Even though
I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Cave Goblins are awesome. You gotta. It's like, and there's really nothing like it in the game. Just like 3 out of your 4 commons being 0 cost is so much fun. vomit your hand every single turn.
Exactly. And all these extra attacks. Sounds like fun.
Yeah. Yeah. This feels like a Fungal Dwarves game. Why is this taking so long? Just kill each other, please.
Oh no.
Come on, Celeste, you got this. Let's go.
You're rooting for Wayfarers?
Yeah.
Rooting for cave goblins all the way.
All right. 30 bucks.
I think 30. Oh, 0 for 0. Let's go.
No. No. Come on. We got so many units. They got one card in hand. Ain't no way. We got this. This is ours. One belongs to the tribe.
Let's go, cave goblins.
Go Celeste. Celeste, great video game. Like, great video game and great summoner. Like,
True.
and coordinate. Interesting. Oof, that hurts. That hurts more. Come on. Ugh, that's ridiculous. We could have killed all three of those. Ridiculous.
No idea what's happening. Oh, you're dead. Okay, never mind. Cave goblins suck. GG's. God damn it.
B tier, etc.
Never playing them.
Oh, wait. Almost. Oh my god.
Oh!
What? What? No. Was that a timeout?
No,
He's conceded. Ah, no. So close. Wait, no, that's totally a timeout. You have 8 dice.
Yeah, no, exactly. Exactly 8.
Yeah, you could have won that. It is... What a game. What the heck? That's ridiculous. I wonder what the heck was their last card? We'll never know.
Well, you know what might have happened? He saw the first 2 attacks. He's like, "Oh, Sly's at 1 health, a 2 attack melee. Right, I'm done with this." Just quits out. Doesn't realize.
Goes to bed.
Still alive. Exactly.
I could totally see that. Wow, that's insane. That'd be so infuriating to lose that game as the last after that 2 out of 2 melee.
Agreed.
Oh my goodness. That is insane. Oh. Well, thanks for hanging out. This has been fun.
Yep, that was fun. Hey, I'll let you know about tomorrow, or we can chat later.
Agrada says eater in hand. No, wait, they are at 6. They are at 6. It's their game. All they had to do was take it. If that was eater, I think they win. If that's eater, I think they definitely win. Or honestly, anything. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, sounds good. I will see you later whenever that happens to be.
Sounds good.
Good stuff. All right, bye. Cool, and thanks for tuning into the stream. This was fun. This was 4 hours, the longest stream we've done in a while. Gonna keep. Sorry, Hagrada, I can't can't keep you occupied all the way up to bedtime. But next time for sure. If we tried to watch this whole tournament, we would be like, we got through half of a pool here. Let's see, where did we stop? Let me like keep a mental note here too. We stopped at Fish versus Jonas, and we didn't do Waterdeep. So like, we're like halfway through this pool. Um, yeah, and there's another pool. um, and this is one tournament. And I haven't watched the top pool games for like any of the tournaments. So good stuff. Good stuff for sure. Yeah, well, thanks for tuning in. I will be back tomorrow. Maybe, okay, here you heard it here first. Let me, well, when does this tournament start actually? One second. Tournament begins on the 10th. Okay, but I think it says signups close on the 9th. Maybe that means at night. Either way, I'm just gonna submit my games. I'm gonna submit my factions tonight. Versus Profit. I'm afraid. Or yeah, just the one deck for that tournament. So those tournaments will be on Wednesday. Those tournaments will be on Tuesday, but I'm gonna queue a bunch of Crimson Order games tonight, I think, and then tomorrow afternoon we'll have those to play. So we'll do a bit more of a async week. Didn't I? I told I never remember their names. See a Parthia or something like that. I told them, let's see the board state. Uh, Stop. Don't make me think. I'm not taking them. Ain't no way. So this was the play. We could have just totally stayed back. We went in there. Are we rewarded? As long as this Vine Gate is alive. We also did the Drudger when maybe we should have discarded it. We could have 2 more magic right now. I was hoping to draw some good stuff. Easy. Literally, this game is free. Profit sucks. Alright. That's I don't know what we're doing, but we're doing something. This game is so free. I could literally shoot Eddie at this turn. Could and might. I don't think I will, but I'm gonna be tempted to. Mugglug could get up to here, go up a space further. All right, let's see. Let's see the other one. With a witch, you'd have a ton of dice, but I didn't have a witch, did I? Yeah. Easy game. Rewarded for being aggressive. It seems like. And this our first turn was just kind of line up the boys. Well, I imagine they'll pull Mug to safety. I think I've sort of been persuaded that garden trimming is the path against Mug. So even though Mug's exposed, I don't think we'll go for it. We discarded first turn here. We discarded these 4 cards: 2 knights and 2 scholars. It felt so good. Do we have something in hand? We have so. God damn it. Fuck you. All right, that's the board state. Speculate as you will as to how this will go. Does Ben stand a chance? Is Div 1 in the cards? Yeah, I'll also be playing those tomorrow. So tomorrow afternoon, so like I don't know, like noon Eastern, and then maybe something at night too. I don't know. I mean, you know my usual times are like noon Eastern and like 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So some alternation of those times throughout the week. If I'm queuing a bunch of Crimson Order games though, I can probably guarantee that I'll be live at like noon Monday through Wednesday at least, probably Thursday as well. So we'll probably doing like a lot more afternoon streams next week than evening. I know we've been doing mostly evening for a while. The afternoon works for me just to like when I have games to play. But it's usually easier to like actually have people on as guests in the evening. Malian are coming down. Malian is not going to come down because he dies immediately to Muglug and doesn't get any value. I saw it too, and I was like, "Ooh, can Malionar come down?" No, Malionar dies. I think that's a one-way path to losing the game because he's gonna die in a turn, and we just lost a ton of value, and he can't attack anything. Unfortunately, though, I do love my boy, and I've seen some really good Malionar play recently. Anyways, I gotta head out. Thanks so much for tuning in. Appreciate it. I'll catch you later. Bye.